We're fucking live, everybody. Welcome in.
Episode 3.
Episode 3 of the Undrafted, Unqualified Sports Talk Show. Thanks, everybody, for making it in. Give us just a couple more seconds. I know you guys have been hanging in diligently while we get everything set up here. We're almost done.
Marcus, you're him. You're him. You're him. Timothy Turner.
Thank you guys for making it in. We are so close to being ready. Literally one more minute, if that.
What do you guys think about the
Display
pumpkins?
works.
What do you think about the pumpkins? I think we should leave them still. Paint one black. It could be the Raider pumpkin. Paint one blue. It could be the Cowboys pumpkin.
We could do that.
Put a bullet hole through the Cowboys pumpkin, though.
We can't do that, actually. Actually, no, I'm down. Everybody, I am down. All right. How's everybody been doing? Cole, how was your week? Tell me what you were up to this week.
This week, I just pretty much worked. Didn't have the best work week. Been kind of struggling, but you know, you show up and you just gotta try. That's all it's about.
The trade deadline, Enrique, it was absurd. It was absolutely
It was insane.
Everybody that's in here, say hello, 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 welcome in.
What's up,
It's
what's
good
up,
to see
what's
you
up?
guys. Trade deadline was insane. You guys are in for a great show tonight. We have definitely studied our butts off. We have figured out a ton of things tonight. You know, we've got some people that are saying analytics. We've got some other people saying time-wise. We're going to take care of all of you guys, but just know we've got it on lock.
Don't forget that you were rich and famous.
I just don't even know if you're following, so how could I forget? But here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, basically more than anything, we're just getting into the week. So if you guys want, we can talk about ourselves a little bit. I was just going to let you guys know it was my anniversary over the weekend. I just hit 2 years with the love of my life, genuinely. We went camping. We had a good time.
Hi, Papa J-Man.
And we just went out and did our own thing. We went out, camped, drank some beers. We went to a steakhouse, had a good time together. So that was what I went over the weekend. Cole was working over my current weekend.
Yeah, we kind of switch off as soon as.
And you know, yes, Benny, I do love that woman. But yes, absolutely. So that's kind of what I was up to over the weekend. But Brittany, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you over there in the corner. I see you.
I gotta shout out my little nephew, little J Bird. Hey J Bird, I love you. Be good for your mom.
And Cole,
Actually,
how
make it
crazy,
hell for your mom.
Cole, how crazy was that last hour of work?
Last hour of work was insane. It just was jam packed. It was like pretty slow for most of the day. It comes in waves, but you know, people were showing up at 5:30, 6 o'clock to fucking getting some new rigs.
All right. Well, we got some baseball people in here. We got a good amount of people. Let's just end up the World Series. Let's get baseball out of the way.
Yeah,
Let's talk about it. How do we think that things would have ended if we didn't have to deal with a fuck-ass ball hole in the wall? How do we think about that?
Yeah, dead ball? Was it really a dead ball?
Was it really a dead ball? What is our thoughts on the dead ball? I really need to know what everybody
It sucks that
thinks
you
on
go back and that could change the entire series, but it really could have. And obviously the Jays in that last game putting in, which me and Marcus are talking about, not the best pitcher kind of towards the end of the game. But you live, you learn. Hopefully the Blue Jays learn.
I hope the Blue Jay, yeah. That wall was the MVP of the World Series. I agree.
Yeah.
If that shit didn't happen, they for sure win. I think that it's not necessarily the rule, though, Enrique. It's not, because, Benny, thank you for the follow again. I know you unfollowed and refollowed, but bow! Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Johnny, I did see your follow earlier. You followed before we started our show, so I appreciate you for that.
Appreciate the follow.
But yeah, it should have. I mean, like Marcus and I had said, we've been talking about this at work. If you had just kind of, you know, given one of these.
Literally, you could have probably fucking blew air on it.
You could have blew air. It's in between a fucking rubber wall and the ground.
But now let's be real here. Should all the stadiums have a wall that goes into the fucking ground? Like, can we prevent? There's a way to prevent this. Let's prevent this. Let's not let it happen again, because you can't be having World Series going in that way. It's just crazy to me.
Hopefully the Jays can figure it out. I did
hope
watch
so.
a Blue Jays loss earlier in the year.
Thanks for the follow, Matt.
But yeah, no. Earlier in the year, I did see a Blue Jays loss against the Angels. So I mean, against the Dodgers, it does add up. I can't lie.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
The way the cookie crumbles, you can't win them all, and Shohei Ohtani just gets what he wants because that's the way of the sports world. They let these things layer up and piss me off, and that's just how we go at it. But I mean, based off that, there's.
But can we just say, what a World Series! Like
it was a great World Series.
It was a solid World Series.
You know, the only reason I really watch it, I won't lie, is because of our sports podcast. I've never much in my life been a baseball guy. But it was a great fun time. I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, solid World Series.
It was a solid World Series. And even though it was competitive, it didn't feel gypped until a fucking ball hit the wall. We're playing ball wall, baby girl. We are playing ball walls.
Well, my big thing was when it got stuck in the wall, the player's the one who took it out and threw it back in. So wait, you could have grabbed it, is what you just showed me. You didn't wait for an official to come over there and pull the ball out.
Hot take in the chat. How do we feel about robo umps? AI umps. AI officiating.
Yeah, I was about to say the appeal, like Marcus just said, the appeal is coming next year. They already had it implemented in the what's the Aces? What are they in? Minor league.
Minor league.
Yeah. Yeah, so they already had it at the lower level of baseball, and I actually, when I did go to a couple of games, AAA, thank you, Marky. But yeah, I think it's a good rule. I'm kind of excited for it.
Hopefully it keeps things on the right and right. I agree that it's almost impossible in the NFL. There's too many moving parts. I just don't think that they'll ever be able to get to full AI unless they've literally got cameras and sensors in all angles of the field. But that's where I believe injuries come into play heavily. So that's, I don't know.
I agree. I think they should have more than 2 appeals. But isn't it, if I'm mistaken, let me know, but isn't it if you appeal and get it right, you get your appeal back? You get 2 appeals. If you lose those 2 appeals, then you lose them.
It's like a challenge.
It's like a challenge. If you win your challenge, you get your challenge back, correct? Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Maybe do 3. I don't think there should be more than 3, but maybe, yeah, I don't know if 2's enough.
All right. Well, on to the next thing. Marcus, if you have more questions, if you want to talk more about baseball, I guarantee you some of those people's there in the in the comments we'll talk to you. But we're going to move on to the next segment because there's a lot to it. This week's NFL season has been insane.
It has been pretty crazy.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna start real quick and early with a Thursday night football recap.
All right, Thursday night football recap. We had the Ravens playing against the Dolphins, and let's be real, if you guys did watch the game, it wasn't a good game. Yeah. Last year it felt like Thursday night football was primetime football for the worst teams, and it's the last 2 weeks it's felt the exact same way. We had a blowout. Baltimore beat them 28-6.
Baltimore, literally, I thought Tua Tagovailoa was gonna fucking play that shit for him.
Well, his eye was healed. If he should have wore the eye patch.
DJ Productions, the trade line was exciting. We've got a lot of trade deadline talk coming later in the day. Go ahead and drop a follow if you could. I'd appreciate it. It helps us so much. Thank you for dropping in. Thanks for
trade deadline was at 4 o'clock today, so there was a lot of
There's a lot of trades that we have to go over, and we will get over them. But today, like I said, today's show, we're going to have to speed roll it because there's a lot.
But back to Thursday Night Football, just some keynotes I kind of took about it. Lamar to Andrews connection, the tight end connection for Lamar looked great. They looked dialed in. They were giving the ball to Derrick Henry. He had 19 carries for 119 yards. He was averaging 6.3. They could have just kept handing it to him, and they would have won that game. But, you feed Derrick Henry, it opens up your pass game, and that's exactly what happened. Roquan Smith was the rock of the defense. He had 9 solo tackles this game. Just played solid. I mean, it wasn't really hard to play solid. Miami just didn't really.
Was it the Ravens who just acquired somebody in a trade deadline pick? Not trade deadline, but I believe they sent somebody. They either acquired someone for picks or they sent someone over for picks. I cannot remember.
We'll get to it. But penalty and turnovers were for the Dolphins. That's what killed them. I mean, it was like first quarter of the game. They were driving down the field. They were about to get in the red zone. They had a big penalty that took them back. And ever since, that was
the pivotal point of the game because I will not lie. If you did watch that game, the Dolphins came to play.
They did.
The Dolphins showed up.
That first penalty killed all of it. Killed every ounce of momentum they had.
2 seconds.
Tua seemed really flustered. He was kind of on the run the whole game. He wasn't hitting Waddle very well. It was just that penalty that pushed him out of the red zone in the start. It just started that snowball effect. Didn't seem to pan out for him after that. But overall, Baltimore, the Ravens looked like the Ravens. Thank you.
Ravens are back on track.
Ravens are back on track.
Ravens are back
and
on
honestly,
track.
what the Ravens have proven to me is that maybe Lamar should have been MVP last year. It's hard to say because I love Josh Allen and I think he did deserve it. But Lamar makes this team look a night and day difference when he's on there. Like, if he's playing, this is a Super Bowl contending team. If he's not there, this is what? It's bottom 5?
Yeah, no, I mean they couldn't score. I mean, and they have Ty Huntley, Snoop Huntley, who is basically the reincarnation of Lamar, but Lamar just has the offense is, just built for him. It's just genuinely built for Lamar. He does have the it factor, something that I have always had in my life. Kidding. But yeah, that was Thursday night. Thursday night was a great game. I mean,
Lamar had 4 touchdowns on 204 yards. He was 18 for 23. He got sacked twice, but nothing to worry about when you're up 28 points.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game. They did get Lamar over there pretty quick, but he played hard. That was his first game back.
Mark Andrews with 2 touchdowns.
Mark Andrews with 2 touchdowns. By the way, they do this every year. He is a fantasy favorite of mine right now. If you are a fantasy football player, you should probably give him a good old-fashioned looky-loo, because that boy is going to help you. I guarantee it. So just keep him in mind. Keep him on your radar. If you are in fantasy football, I've got more coming later, but that's definitely a guy that I believe. Mark Andrews, he always finds his way during the end of the year. He, for some reason, can always make magic happen. I just don't understand why it takes him all year to get there, but all I can say is it does, and we will have to deal with that, as it comes. But yeah, Thursday night, I thought it was a good game actually for what it was. Although the Dolphins didn't play well.
That one player that the Ravens did get rid of, it was Jair Alexander. He's heading to the Eagles for a 6th-round pick.
Also, Jair Alexander, Marcus, for you, I don't know if you're still watching, if you're still here, thank you if you are, but Jair Alexander was a very good, pivotal player for the Green Bay Packers. He ended up getting hurt. Then he ended up moving over to
the Ravens
during free agency to the Ravens. And
now he's an Eagle.
He's an Eagle.
Which I think is a great fit for him.
Great fit. He has a cocky piece of fucking asshole attitude, and the Eagles are going to love him over there. He's going to play great. He's a good guy. I mean, they've already got a defense. I don't know why they're stacking up, but they're stacking up. They really are. So the Eagles, that's a great pick for them. The Eagles actually have been getting people just like a cakewalk. Actually, they haven't even had to try to put up anything for
True.
Fighting back. They literally have just been getting.
All right, what's our next topic? What?
Sorry, they've just been getting everybody there. The next topic we're gonna go on to. Sorry guys, we're kind of speed rolling it tonight just because we have a lot to get to when it comes to it. I just want to talk about some key analytics for the NFL right now. This is a newer topic. We haven't even discussed it. I'm just gonna bring it up. I just want you guys to know that the Colts. The reason why I think the Colts are one of the best teams in the NFL, you're about to find out right now, is that they are averaging 386 yards per game. Even though they did lose, if you do that math, they should be scoring about 4 touchdowns per game. If they could score four touchdowns per game, if you have a defense that's worth anything, you probably should be winning any of those games. So that's something to keep an eye on. That's why I believe the Colts are the best team to win it every week. The Colts have just genuinely been putting up numbers. Even though they did lose last week to the Steelers, which was an unfortunate loss, don't get me wrong.
To be honest with you, if they did that game 10 times, played that game 10 times, I think Colts win it 7 of the 10. I really do. I think Colts were the better team. The Steelers' defense finally proved why they should be paid as much as they are.
They're the most paid defense in the fucking league.
And they finally showed it. They finally showed it, but they still won by 7.
It is insane yards per game. Now, also, another stat that we have right here going into the week. Cowboys are still averaging, even though they lose 2 weeks in a row, 6 yards per catch. Now, if you want to know how much that is, that's a first down and almost a half per catch. So the more they throw the ball, you're going to get yards, but the problem is the run game. But we still do have sort of a run game. I don't really know why we can't score on offense right now. I don't know what's going on over there in the Cowboys land, but 6 yards per catch. They score a lot. Their whole thing is just genuinely to be scoring and keep scoring and drive it down your throat. And that's what they do. I mean, they do drive it down the throat. Not this week unless you're on the fucking special teams. And what pisses me off about being a Cowboy fan is we scored on accident. We scored on accident. It hit the guy's helmet and it stopped in the end zone. Dead in the end zone. We have 4 Cowboys running after it. And we almost lost it, by the way. I don't know if you saw that. I wish I had the clip on me just to pull it up and show you, but it just, Cowboys are pissing me off. But the Cowboys should be on the up and up.
They pissed me off too because I picked them to fucking win.
Oh my God. All right, and also another thing that's insane, the Buffalo Bills are averaging 6 yards per carry. But the thing that's insane about the Buffalo Bills averaging 6 yards per carry isn't just the yards per carry, which is almost the same thing I said about the Cowboys. That's almost a first down and a half per fucking run. But they're getting 3 of those yards before the running back or the quarterback or whoever is running the ball is even touched. They're getting 3 yards before whoever is running the ball is even touched.
3 yards in 4 plays is a first down.
3 yards every 4 plays is a first down, but they are averaging 6 yards per carry. That means if you touch Josh Allen or you touch their other running back, why can't I think of his Cook? If you touch Cook, they're averaging another 2.6 yards after contact, which is insane. So
it's really good.
Basically, every time the Josh Allen led Buffalo Bills run the ball, they're gonna get 4 yards, which means they're gonna chew the clock on your ass, and which means they're gonna get a first down every 4 plays, which means your offense will never be on the field. And how do you beat against the Kansas City Chiefs? How do you beat the team with Patrick Mahomes and the referees on their side?
Don't let them on the field.
You don't let them on the fucking field.
Don't
That's exactly what they did this week. They went insane. Josh Allen, he had 273 yards passing, 1 touchdown. James Cook had 27 carries for 114 yards, yet again, averaging 4.2 yards per carry.
Yeah, it's
insane.
That is insane.
It's insane.
4.2 is insane.
But as you said, Josh Allen MVP. Is it because of the offensive line that they're able to become so? I mean,
definitely helps. I mean, if you got a good offensive line, you can definitely be a successful
Genuinely insane. Genuinely insane. Oh my goodness. Well, and that's some other analytics I have. I've got some more coming up. We're going to go on to the next topic, which was just going to be Cole and I's picks. If you wanted to bet this week, if you were a betting man, I bet you didn't pick me. And that probably pisses you off because I went 9-5.
I went 7-7. I had a couple bold picks in there that were close. I mean, I picked the Raiders to beat the Jaguars last week, and man, if Geno Smith had some, damn, if he could just wear glasses or something and throw it to the people wearing silver and black. It's not hard.
I was close on a couple of picks for a pick. What I had said that pisses me off more than anything is I had said the Bengals won't lose by a point. They lost with 10 seconds on the clock. They let a touchdown happen.
Yeah, talk about some sorry defense.
Talk about some sorry defense, but talk about a game. Talk about an offense.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left, and we scored almost, 30 points?
Yeah, like in 2 minutes they scored 3 touchdowns. They scored 21, I believe. But just, to get an onside recovery, the success rate in the NFL on onside is like
Jesus
30%.
Fucking Christ.
Like, it's 30%.
That's why I also, fuck the new kickoff rule. That shit is so boring to me. If you're playing football, they said they got rid of it for injuries. I don't care. You're playing football. Get fucking hurt.
They all know. Every football player who's ever signed up for the sport understands the risks. Stop making it a pony league. It doesn't need to be that. We already got the NBA. That's fine. Leave it that way. Keep the NFL the NFL. If you want to go play flag football, go play flag football. If you're throwing a helmet on, expect to get hit and expect to get hurt. That's how that goes.
Oh my God, absolutely. I believe if you're suiting up to get in the NFL, you need to just get hit. You've
already played for a dozen years.
You've been playing forever. You just need to get hit and take it as it is. Also, I just want to say thank you guys. We do have 15 viewers in the chat right now.
Oh yeah,
that's amazing. Actually, it says 20, so I'm not sure whether to leave 15 or 20, but I appreciate you guys.
Everybody say hello. Say hello.
Everybody say hello. Hello. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. If you have any questions about what's going on this week, next week, or who to pick, let us know. We'd love to help you guys out.
Give you some insights of what we think.
We'll give you some insights, but
don't forget the name is Undrafted and Unqualified, so don't take everything we say literally.
Yet again, though, I am 9-5, so I'm qualified.
You're qualified now.
Yet again,
I'm still 500.
Another pick that I had was the Lions of the Vikings. I did not think they were going to be able to get to.
I also messed that one
I did not believe that the Vikings were going to be able to get to.
Let's speak about it though. I mean, JJ McCarthy's finally back, and
the JJs. The JJs.
The JJs played good. They definitely earned that win.
But you know what? I don't know how they won because the receiving yard leader for the fucking Minnesota Vikings was Jordan Addison with 48 yards on 2 receptions. I'm kidding. That's not actually all the way true. But that was just genuinely ridiculous. Rushing, you have Aaron Jones Jr. or Senior, sorry, trying to BM and beat Nolan without a kicker. See, now that's fucked up. Nolan's out of the ocean. You got to be fair. But looking at the Minnesota Vikings, if you look at the receiving, I actually wasn't wrong. Although Justin Jefferson racked in 7 catches for 6 yards and a touchdown, the leading receiver was Jordan Addison with 48 yards. So he was averaging 24 yards per catch, which is actually pretty impressive. So the Detroit Lions defense
just didn't play. They didn't show up.
It wasn't like they didn't show up. They just didn't.
They didn't have the intensity and the flame that they normally have.
Exactly.
They weren't biting off the kneecaps like they normally do.
They don't bite the kneecaps.
Did you see JJ McCarthy did tweet that, by the way? He said kneecaps are fully intact, so the Lions did not do their job.
JJ McCarthy pisses me off. I don't really like those guys that come out of...
Let's jump into the biggest upset of the week, in my opinion. Panthers.
Let's go Panthers. I would love to see the Panthers or the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl.
Man, the Panthers were there, what was that, 2016 against the Broncos?
2016 against the Broncos.
Cam Newton didn't dive on the
damn football. Dive on the ball, brother. You got to dive on the ball. You got to dive.
Biggest game of your career, you didn't. But it's just nice to see the Panthers pulling off that upset. Obviously, if you're a Packers fan.
I picked the Panthers. Like I said, I know ball. I said if Bryce Young is in, go with them. And he did throw his mandatory pick. And do you know how early he threw it? In the first 3 minutes of the game. And now that is what you want from your guy who has to throw a mandatory pick.
But the biggest takeaway wasn't even Bryce Young. Because Bryce Young, he did play good. Don't get me wrong.
Rico Dowdle.
Dude, Rico Dowdle.
Where the fuck did he come from? He wasn't doing that as a Cowboy.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing that as a Cowboy. He's been 5 years on the bench.
25 carries for 130 yards. He was averaging 5.2.
And he ain't got the best
against Parsons.
Micah Parsons. Oh, you spent all that money on what?
On what? You let a guy who arguably was a second-string running back go for 103 yards, average 5.2.
And what do we do? And where do we go for Chuba Hubbard? Chuba Hubbard is an animal. I think Chuba Hubbard is a great running back.
And honestly, I'm kind of surprised the Panthers.
He was not doing it with the Cowboys. I'm going to look it up right now because that's crazy. Rico Dowdle, average yards
with the
per carry as a Cowboy. Before I pull it up, I haven't typed enter yet. I'm going to go with 1.9 yards per carry was his average. Rico Dowdle's average yards per game was 4.4 from 2022 to 2024. That's actually...
No, he actually did pretty good.
That's actually pretty insane. Well,
that's
fuck
typical
me.
Cowboys, though.
I don't know ball then.
I
don't know. I guess I don't know ball. But last year he was,
he's just a player that didn't have a big name to him.
I guess he just didn't roll off with the Cowboys. He didn't roll off the Cowboys' tongue, I guess is what you could say.
Jerry Jones was like, nah.
Jerry Jones didn't feel about Rico Dowdle. You had him in fantasy last year, so Enrique knows the ball of the boy. I had no idea that he was doing anything. I honestly thought our run game was worth more. I honestly thought a bag of dog poop was worth more than our run game. I'll be honest with you. But Jesus Christ. On to the Chargers. We all knew that was going to happen. I was wrong about my running back pick. I apologize. Kadami Vidal did not go for 100 yards again. So anybody that started Kadami Vidal, Brittany Lee, if you started Kadami Vidal, I apologize to your 3 points that happened. I don't know what to do with the Chargers running game until they have Amarion Hampton. Amarion Hampton should be back in week 13. So keep an eye out for that, all you
Chargers are rolling this year, though, so having him come back in week 13 is just going to be a bonus.
It's just going to be a steamroll.
It's just a bonus.
Steamroll.
I actually have the Chargers in my top 10.
Oh, wow. I believe I do as well. They are, where are they? Let me scroll down here.
Yeah, you're good. We'll get to our top 10.
I got them in there.
We'll get to our top 10.
The Patriots. I told you guys they were going to put their foot on the neck, and they did.
By a point.
They did they put him down. They shot him in the head with a Hunter Henry catch at the very end of the game.
Arguably, that's more putting your foot on their neck than blowing them out.
It is.
Because that hurts way more than.
And who's their kicker? Who the fuck missed the field goal? You miss a field goal, you're fired. You're off my team immediately. You miss one field goal, you're done.
Especially because you got kickers kicking 68-yard field goals against the Raiders.
Cameron Little.
Cameron Little's not so little because he's kicking him bail field goals.
But he also missed an extra point last week. Let's not forget about it.
Yeah.
And then, yet again, I had the picks on the 49ers. The 49ers take that win. The Giants, they've got good identity. They've got good hope. They've got good... They've got good bones. They've got good bones, unless your name is Cam Scattaboo, because his bones are, like, gone.
He dislocated it, broke it, and ruptured some ligaments, so it's not
he definitely did not enjoy what he just had. I just want to let you guys know we're at 23 followers. That means... we hit our follower goal, and we are 2 followers away from being able to become affiliates. I appreciate you guys so much. And Scourge, you're making it 24.
Can I get a 24?
What's funnier than 24?
29.
25.
Okay, let's get to 25.
On to the next one. That's 1 away. Thank you guys so much for popping in there. There we go.
We already kind of went over the Steelers-Colts game.
Steelers-Colts game. It was rough.
Don't write off the Colts.
Don't write
them off.
Don't write off the Colts.
They're gonna lose some games. I know everybody was saying Daniel Jones looks like he did in New York, and just he had those eyes, but trust, it's a work in progress.
Waiting on the money for San Francisco. What do you mean? What do you mean when you say that? Wait on the money for San Francisco. Like, as in they're going to be fucked, or what? 49ers betting money.
Betting money line?
Betting money line. We'll see what they look like next week, because we actually haven't gotten into that week's picks. But I would have said money line for them last week. That's what I did say, and I hit. Broncos, I also said that's a hitter, and I wasn't wrong.
That was a closer game, though.
We got to give the Texans some credit. Even though they're 3-5, they have been coming to play some ball. They have definitely showed up and showed out, and it was wasn't it a last-second field? Yeah, last-second field goal for the Broncos to beat the Texans.
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah, last second.
Come on.
C.J. Stroud's still young. He looks good. I would never rule him out.
Jaguars pissed me off. On to the next week quickly. Jaguars pissed me off because that is a game they should have lost. I will not lie, but Geno
Raiders
Smith choked.
Raiders. That's the Raiders. They don't know how to finish a game.
It was a choke.
They haven't finished a game in about 2 decades.
It was a choke.
We can get to a wild card playoff game with Derek Carr. We won't win that one either.
Watch that at work. And the man was, oh my God, he threw it right into the hands of the defender to bat it down.
Going for 2. They gambled. They're in Vegas. They said, we'll put all of our chips in.
All the chips in.
Put all the chips
what are we going to do when we're hanging out in Vegas? Bet against the Raiders.
Yes. Always bet against the Raiders.
We're not betting for the Raiders when we are sitting over there in Vegas. The next thing that we're looking at is going to be the Rams and the Saints. That was an easy game to pick.
Yeah, Saints just are definitely bottom of the barrel team this year. They have no identity. Their quarterback room doesn't look pretty. They're all over the place. I don't really see a good future for the Saints, at least not for a couple of years, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. And really
they're in rebuild mode.
Let's be honest. Was the 49ers beating the New York Giants, was that really a beautiful win? I wouldn't say beautiful. They only won by 10 against the Giants.
It wasn't really like a beautiful win, but
was it a win? It was a win, and I can't say this enough.
A win's a win.
The 49ers keep finding a way to keep Christian McCaffrey's health beautiful and alive.
That black magic. They're sacrificing everybody else on the team.
You guys, No, you guys lost Michael Williams. Your guys' #1 pick, the number 11 pick total, with another goddamn nightmare season-ending injury. We have an ACL and a meniscus torn for a rookie.
I had to point this out real quick, guys. So we do this at Tristan's house.
Oh, you motherfucker.
And this motherfucker's so comfortable. Show me your feet. Just had to point it out. This is what this guy's wearing. What the hell? Roasting. Give him some shit.
Oh yeah, these are my these are my alpaca slippers. I don't know if you guys want to see all of that, but this is my alpaca slippers. Just so y'all know. Enrique, somebody who's watching, you can clip this. You can see my strong calves, my beautiful legs. These are my alpaca slippers. They keep me nice and warm and comfy. Okay? So, fuck you. You can live with it. But yes, we do stream at my house. We do it over here. We record it. Going on to the next week, we got the Chiefs and the Bills. I said the Bills are going to win.
And they did.
They do have a 6-1 record. Josh Allen has a 6-1 record against the Buffalo Bills in the regular season. I kind of felt like it was going to happen. It was divine interventions. And the Chiefs. Chiefs, I said there was going to be 2 sacks. I was right in a sense because they went over and went for 3. So that was impressive. Actually, no, it was 2.5. So, it is what it is. I don't mind that.
Can we just state this real quick, though? The Chiefs are not a powerhouse anymore.
Okay, so
Chiefs are not.
You're gonna hear my MVP votes, and Patrick Mahomes is not in that.
Well, Patrick Mahomes post game in his interview literally said. He literally stated that now that games seemingly aren't working out in their favor, this is what he said, that we have to find a way to win. It's almost like, wow, you guys had no adversity. You guys didn't have to overcome really anything because it just seemed like they would always kind of have that win.
That extra edge.
It's like, oh, we're down a touchdown. We're gonna huck one deep. And guess what? There's going to be a pass interference
call.
It just seems like that was always playing.
Oh my God!
And it doesn't seem like it's doing that this year, which is lovely. If the season ended today, they're not even a playoff team. If it ended today,
they can't compete with the teams that would be in the playoffs. The Chargers would take them. The Broncos would take them. The Buffalo Bills just showed they could take them. The Patriots would take them.
There's a lot of teams now.
There's teams in the AFC. It's not just a one-win pony show. And Johnny, there's a top. Get popped. But we're going to the Seattle Seahawks, and everybody just doesn't believe in
Johnny.
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I mean, nobody ever believed in him. The Jets didn't, the Panthers didn't, the Vikings didn't.
And the Vikings had him. He brought him to an 11-4 season. How could you not believe in the fucking guy? I just don't understand. I don't understand how you can't believe in him.
He was playing absolutely insane.
He
had an interception,
mind.
But who cares about having an interception when you're up 21 points? He was up an astronomical number. He was probably testing some shit out, throwing the ball, just trying something new. He threw a pick. Whatever.
Speaking of being up an astronomical number, why the fuck did the Commanders keep their fucking star, their pupil, their fucking light of the
He won Rookie of the Year last year, correct?
Their Rookie of the Year. Why do they keep him in the goddamn game?
The coach even said it in his interview that it was all on him. Should have pulled him out. I mean, I'm sure everybody saw the clip of him dislocating his elbow.
If you didn't, Jaden Daniels right here, one of these right here, a little bit of a bop. See you later. His elbow's fucking gone.
And let's just also speak about the Commanders. I'm still going to call them the Redskins. That Redskins field is cursed. You have Joe Theismann snapping his leg. You have Jaden Daniels obviously just not doing his arm. You have Alex Smith snapping his leg.
Oh, yeah.
There's like some crazy statistic, but it's too much. There's some shit going on there. They need to tear out the grass and put some new grass in or something.
Restart. A little bit of a retweet over there.
Damn, Johnny, you're still at work, my dude.
Johnny, everybody out there getting work right now, getting that money.
Get that money.
Get that money. Keep it up. Get that motherfucking money. And on to my game, which I unfortunately was not able to really watch. Well, not unfortunately, I was out camping with the love of my life.
You didn't want to watch that game anyway.
We were eating
Monday Night Football.
We were eating a steak and lobster dinner just because that's what we do over here in the Iverson household. Why the fuck did the Cardinals beat me?
At home. What happens if they never lose at home?
They do lose at home, I guess, to fucking Jacoby Brissett, who has earned the starting job over Kyler Murray. So you know what that means for you, Kyler Murray? Good news. Battlefield's up to you.
Yep,
You can go enjoy yourself some Battlefield.
First-person shooters he wants.
Absolutely, he can. So that boy's going to be playing some Battlefield. But at the end of the week, I go 9-5 with my picks. And we got our boy Cole going 7-7.
I'm still 500. I had some bold takes. You know, I had the Raiders winning. I also picked the Giants beating the Eagles. Dumb pick in hindsight, but you know, you gotta hope. I gotta be a little different than this guy because you don't want to match every fucking week. So.
Yeah, well, and you know what? If I didn't take the fucking Dolphins,
and the Panthers, you picked the Panthers out of nowhere. You knew
because I knew the Panthers were gonna win. The Panthers are crazy. Everybody fucking shits on what's his name? I can't think of his name ever. Bryce Young. But he is so good. He genuinely brings that thing to his team. And if he throws a pick, whenever he throws it, his team unlocks its full potential. You guys want some more stats? I got some more stats for you. You guys want to hear some things? You want to know some things? Philadelphia Eagles, if they get into the red zone, you know they're going to score 85% of the time.
That's great. Well, it makes sense. They got the tush push.
They got the tush push. The tush push. Now,
you can damn near tush push from the 20-yard line and get it into the end zone. You just got to do it 15 times.
Absolutely. The tush push, the Philadelphia Eagles have an 85% chance to get into the red zone.
Yeah,
which is insane. So that means if you are playing against the Philadelphia Eagles in your fantasy league and you have a defense going up against them, you don't want to play them. Charlie, thanks for dropping in, man. I appreciate you.
Howdy, howdy. I don't know everybody's name by their handle like this guy. But
appreciate you.
Appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate everybody that comments and interacts. We
Absolutely.
love you.
In the YouTube video, it usually goes up right after. It's the same.
And we're still working on getting segments cut up for the YouTube videos. I do that after, and we're still working out the kinks. Oh, by the way, we should have a new microphone by next episode. 2 new microphones, at least 1, but maybe 2. So quality's gonna slowly keep going up.
And you want to know another team who you would never expect that always, almost always, scores when they're in the red zone? Washington Commanders. I bet you didn't believe that they had a 78% red zone for completion.
I didn't
percentage. That is fucking insane to me. I didn't know that shit until today. I was doing my research and I said 78%. I thought those motherfuckers sucked. Holy shit, they're great. Actually,
so they got a great red zone
if you get into the 20%, if you get into the 20-yard line, you are going to score a touchdown almost 1 in 4 plays. That is insane. 3 out of the 4 plays you're going to score a touchdown.
But let's get also the Commanders are probably not making it to the red zone very often.
And the Commander season is over, by the way, so that percentage is going to drop. We'll watch that dissipate pretty quick.
Maybe it'll stay up because they just will never get back to the red zone.
Now, if you guys have a team, Commanders get it done in the red zone. Yes, they do, Johnny. But here's my question for you. I want you guys to drop it down while I go to the worst teams. But I want to know who you think is in 3rd place. Benny. I want you guys to tell me who you think is in 3rd place for red zone completion percentage. I left you 29 teams, 30 teams to pick from. So you got some options, but I just want to see what you guys are thinking.
Who do you think in third place for red zone visits and success?
Success in red zone completion. I just want to let you guys know who is one of the worst. Actually, the worst. Who is it? Somebody's wearing a hat.
Shut up. It's because we throw bombs. Yeah,
it's
the Raiders
the fucking
suck.
Raiders at 38.9%.
Because Geno Smith be throwing it to the wrong team. He forgot that he plays for the Raiders.
They are fucking terrible in the red zone.
I was really hoping for a last-minute
Oh my god!
I wanted
last-minute trade to get Shedeur Sanders?
No.
Is that what you wanted? You wanted Shedeur?
I
wanted Shedeur.
What's that Colts quarterback? Because he got replaced now by...
Oh, fuck, that actually wouldn't have been a bad trade, low-key. A fucking Anthony Richardson?
I'm telling you, Anthony Richardson, he was young. Yes, Geno is the worst quarterback. I agree. I don't like Geno and never have. He was never good anywhere other than Seattle for 1 fucking year. And then Pete Carroll, we get him. Oh, the quarterback's going to follow the coach. It's going to be great. Now we got Tyler Lockett. Yeah, no, we're not just rebuilding the damn Seattle Seahawks. That's not happening. We're not them. No.
Geno is probably the worst quarterback, Benny. You're not wrong, and I know you don't even know ball, but you're not wrong.
You don't even know.
But, I mean, just genuinely, the Raiders just can't figure it out. I mean, they've got Ashton Genty, which if you guys did have Ashton Genty on your team.
Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers,
Oh
Ashton
my
Genty. You
God.
guys have an offense. I mean, be
We
real.
just need a quarterback.
You need a quarterback.
Our
Let's be
defense
real.
isn't great, but we're not the worst. We're fine. Like we can make a wild card run, but we also have to deal with the goddamn Chiefs, the goddamn Broncos, and the goddamn Chargers.
Well, Benny, if you know ball, can you let me know what team you think is the best, 3rd place, best team of scoring when they are within the 20-yard zone, aka the red zone?
The red zone.
The Chiefs. Actually, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Good guess.
So give me 2 more guesses while I go on to the next one.
Colts. That's also a good guess.
The next worst red zone team is the fucking Houston Texans. They cannot score when they are in the goddamn red zone. Can you tell me why that is? I don't know why. They got Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb's a good guy. They got CJ Stroud. They've got great.
I'm almost gonna say it's because of CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is young. For some reason, for me, young quarterbacks struggle in the red zone because your field is short. Your field is shortened. The defense can run zone. They do not have to run man anymore. Quarterbacks struggle with zone. It's just the truth. Young quarterbacks struggle with zone coverages. They get kind of faked out all the time. You can fake your middle blitzes and all that, peel them back off. I think that's why they're not very good in the red zone.
Okay. And I agree with that. And I want to let you guys know that you are wrong with the Colts' choice. We're going to get right into it. The Detroit Lions have a 72% chance of scoring when they are in the red zone.
The Lions.
The Lions. Detroit Lions. And I can tell you why. You want to go through the list? Let's go through the list. David Montgomery.
Laporta.
Sam Laporta. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jameson Williams.
They got just weapons.
What's that motherfucker's name? Oh, man, the speedster. Why can't I think of the speedster over there? Holy moly.
What are you thinking about?
The running back. Oh, my God. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah,
Why can I
Jahmyr
forget
Gibbs.
that guy? They've got 6 weapons who can get it done over the ground, over the air. You can call them a fucking surf and turf team, brother, because they got land and ocean. They can go anywhere. It doesn't matter. But that's why they are the 3rd best team when it comes to being in the red zone. Now, here's the thing. A lot of these teams, like the Colts, who have averaged 386 yards, they are not good in the red zone, and I believe it's because they score from outside of it. If they were a red zone team, maybe they
Colts
could be
do have a
different.
lot of big plays.
The Colts have a lot of big plays.
They do.
Jonathan Taylor has 3 touchdowns over 50 yards this year, by the way.
That's bonkers.
So that's what I'm saying. There are teams that are probably better, a.k.a. the Colts, a.k.a. probably even the Cowboys, who are good, but they just never are in the red zone. They just make big plays. So they're not the best scoring teams. They're just the best efficiency in the red zone. So that's another thing as well to keep an eye on. If you have a team going against them in fantasy, it's those things right there. Anyway, let's go on to Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football. We've got.
That's the Hispanic broadcaster, by the way.
I don't. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen him, he's a great guy. Shout out to the Hispanic broadcaster over there, over in Mexico.
The ESPN.
ESPN
broadcaster.
Monday Night Football. We had Cowboys versus the Cardinals. My humble abode took an L, which I didn't think they would. But the Cardinals, for some reason, just don't lose in Texas.
Talk about Brissett not throwing a pick. 21 for 31, 261 yards, 2 touchdowns.
But let's give it up to a running
back play.
Let's give it up to Marvin Harrison, who, I don't know if Frazier's in here. I don't know if any of my friends are in here, but let's talk about it. I had drafted, or I had sent over for Marvin Harrison 2 players, and I made just as many points as Marvin Harrison did on his own. He went for 96 yards on 7 catches and 1 touchdown. Marvin Harrison is on his way to breaking out. I'm telling you, if you don't have him in fantasy, not getting him from me, but if you're in another league, you should go get him. Because I think that guy's really going to be something special with Jacoby Brissett. He believes in him a ton.
Man, you guys gave that corner that was covering him that got absolutely cooked. You guys gave him $90 million and let go of Parsons for that.
Deron Bland. I mean, it's hard to be Deron Bland in a system full of fucking me. I can't go out there and defend him.
Yeah, Harrison, I can't talk shit. Yeah, there's nothing I could have done, but I mean, you're a professional. Just be a little better at your job.
You are a professional. Well, actually, speaking of trades, there's a lot of them. But I mean, Dak Prescott, he went 250. He had an interception and a touchdown. I did bet on that, and I think it's my fault they lost. I bet on them. I shouldn't have bet on my team. It's my fucking fault. But Jadeveon Clowney, we picked him up on free agency, and he actually has been fucking a dog. He's been averaging almost a sack per game, which is pretty fucking good. Calais Campbell, who is 100 years old. Let's bring it up to the fucking unks. Hey, is Britt in the chat? Benny, I believe Britt is in the chat.
She is in the chat.
Benny, I swear to God, if you say anything weird, you're a fucking clown. Anyway, Calais Campbell, he's an animal. I mean, he's been doing it for 100 years. And, you know, he's just fucking an animal. Buda Baker also just a straight great safety. He's been playing forever. Yeah. Well, like you said, we gave $96 million to who? Deron Bland?
Yeah.
That motherfucker went off for 14 solo tackles. So,
he's just balling out.
Not only, I mean,
cooked.
We just don't have a D. We just don't have a fucking D. So, I mean, that's just what it looks like.
To be honest with you, your fucking cornerback should not be getting 14 tackles a game. That's kind of a red flag. That means they're running the ball to the outside, they're breaking them. Like, you should be having linebackers and defensive linemen getting your most.
Well, do you know who we acquired in a trade? Why don't you tell us about trades, Mr. Trade Man? What's going on in the trade world?
Well, the trade world is absolutely insane.
We're going to let Cole go ahead and cook. He's got probably about an hour of trades to talk about.
Oh, you're going to help me with the trades because there's too many of them.
He's got too many trades to even fucking talk to you motherfuckers. He's got too many fucking trades to talk about.
Jesus.
Thanks for popping in here.
We're going to kind of just go over some of the bigger trades right now.
17U. Sorry, I'm taking over the mic for a second. 17U. If you're new here, say hi. If you are not, say hi. Everybody drop a follow. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, you'll help me with the trades.
Cole.
We're going to kind of go over just some bigger trades that happened kind of last minute today. Starting off with, and I told you guys this, Jacoby Myers. Gone. He's out of there. I knew it. He was gone. I didn't predict the correct team he went to. He went to Jacksonville. But just insane. He went to Jacksonville. I think that's a good fit for him, too. I really
Absolutely.
Do. Like,
I believe so, too. And, yeah, no, I think Jacksonville,
Jacoby, I like it.
We'll be able to figure it out.
They exchanged Jacoby Myers for a 4th and 6th round pick. So, I mean, I think the Raiders could have got a little bit more value out of him. I really do. I think they could have maybe got a 3rd, maybe even a 2nd round pick.
Oof.
But it would have had to been to the right team. The Raiders might have had to give up more.
To be honest, I feel like the Raiders shouldn't have had. I mean, every GM says that was a fair trade. So I was watching some Ian Rappaport's today, and he said that was a fair trade. Now the Cowboys have picked up
Logan Wilson from the Bengals. The funny part is Logan Wilson's going from the 32nd team defense-wise in the league, so the worst defense in the league in the Bengals, to the 31st defense in the league, the Cowboys. So rough for him. But it's definitely a good pickup for the Cowboys. You guys need it.
Absolutely. The Cowboys needed it. And you know
need all
what?
the help
This guy, just like Jacoby Myers, he had asked for a trade at the beginning of the season. He wanted out of there. He is actually an animal when it comes to just straight fucking keeping the defense in line. We needed that big time. So the Cowboys get a big up in defense. We actually have another one. I don't know if you guys know, but Quentin Williams.
Quentin Williams from the Jets.
The Jets are fucking cleaning house.
Besides Bryce Hall. Bryce Hall's depressed.
Besides Bryce Hall. But Bryce Hall, you know what? He wanted to stay. He said he wanted to stay. I believe that. And he literally the Jets just got picks. I mean, they got a 1st round pick, a 2nd round pick, and Mozzie Smith. And Mozzie Smith was okay. He was our 1st round pick 2 years ago.
Can we also talk about Sauce Gardner?
Sauce Gardner
going to the Colts. I mean, the Colts are already a crazy good team.
That's why I'm
now
saying
acquiring that.
Averaging 4 touchdowns a game is what they should be averaging with that 386 yards that they're getting. If they're averaging 4 yards a game or 4 touchdowns a game with Sauce Gardner being a Jets, they should be winning almost every game. I believe the Jets are a heavy Super Bowl contender.
The Jets were smart for this. They really were. They're receiving 2 1st-round picks and a wide receiver in that trade.
The Jets, the Jets are getting a lot. The Jets are cleaning house, but they're also moving up.
They're doing some good moves. Like, if you're in a rebuild, you got to get rid of these good players.
You know what? You got to hold on to your head coach.
Yes,
holding on to your head coach is a key thing when you're in a rebuild. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched the Dallas Cowboys documentary. We watched it, me and my lady. But there was Jimmy Johnson out there, and Jimmy Johnson helped fucking Jerry Jones rebuild this fucking culture that was dog shit in Dallas into literally America's team.
You gotta trust your coach. You just do. You
gotta believe in your coach.
You can't be replacing. That's the same with young quarterbacks. You give them 6 games. They play bad. Okay, they're adapting from college ball to the NFL. It's a completely different beast. It's different. Like Kobe Bryant said, different beast but the same animal. Different beast, but it's the same animal. And you gotta give them time to grow and learn the new things. It's not something that happens overnight. And I think a lot of GMs and a lot of owners they're just not willing to kind of give it some patience. You gotta let these guys.
I know we're living in a world. I know we are. We're living in a world of you gotta win now. You gotta win it now. But you know what? There's next year.
There's always a next year. And that's what I think a lot of these guys forget. You gotta win next
year. I know you guys.
You want to win it now. You want to win it now.
You gotta win it next year.
But you gotta also look to the future. You just have to. You gotta look a couple weeks out, which is really.
Nathan, thank you for popping in. I don't know how you got the link, but you know what, brother? Thank you for popping in. Drop a follow, and I do look like Baker Mayfield.
You do look.
Actually, let's say it the real way. Baker Mayfield looks like fucking me.
Yeah.
I'm more handsome and prettier. Thank you anyway. Rivera, if you could drop a follow, I'd appreciate it. Thanks for saying hi.
Appreciate you stopping in.
But yeah, no. I mean, when it comes to the Jets are cleaning house. You got to build a new franchise.
Which I like for. I like for.
That's what you got to do. We gotta destroy MetLife. We gotta.
Oh, yeah, 49ers did acquire edge rusher Keenan White from the Patriots.
Oh shit!
So, like I said, the Niners were going to acquire an edge rush. They needed it. Bosa being out, they needed somebody to rush.
Well, and also, I don't know if you heard what I said earlier, but that we had I have an injury report to go crazy, but they lost Michael Williams, who is a defensive end, who also has a torn ACL.
But real quick, the nice part, my favorite part about this trade for the Niners, boy's 6'5", 290, only 26 years old. He's young. He's somebody that's going to be able to play on this team, stay on this roster as long as he stays healthy.
And he's where?
What do you mean where?
Where's he going?
Going to the Niners.
Fucking A, the Niners. Goddamn fucking. Who's their coach? I couldn't think of the goddamn name.
Shanahan?
Shanahan, I gotta give it to you. I fucking hate you, you piece of shit. But you fucking figure out a way to win. With nobody. You know what? You drafted this fucking.
Oh, guess what the Niners gave up though for?
Tell me.
A 6th-round pick.
A 6th-round pick? You're a fucking joke.
Like
I can't stand it. You know what the Cowboys gave up for Quentin Williams?
Grade A.
First-round pick, second-round pick, and Ozzie Smith. Our first-round pick yet again 2 years ago. Fuck. Anyway.
Damn, we almost have 30 viewers in this bitch.
We got more. We got fucking 30 viewers in here. If you're new, you better drop a follow.
Yeah, drop
We're one follower away from being in a fucking affiliate.
Yeah, please drop a follow.
And that would help us a ton. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, actually.
Much love, much love.
Much love. Mucho. Es gracias. Love.
Oh, and a big one that didn't happen is I honestly was kind of almost thinking the Dolphins were going to trade Waddle.
Waddle? I thought Waddle was going to go. You know, I thought the fucking Dolphins were going to clean house.
I feel bad for Waddle. I wanted Waddle to get out of there because he's a talent, and I think he's being wasted.
Absolutely wasted. Also, I want to let you guys know we have, what's his name, from the Saints got traded. Raheed Shaheed.
Yeah, Raheed Shaheed got, that's a hard one to say.
Raheed Shaheed got traded, and that is not going to be a fantasy pickup for you.
He went to the Seahawks.
He went to the Seahawks, but that's a stacked offense, and they got him where they don't have to pay for his contract. He's their speed demon. He's either going to be amazing over there or not at all, and I just don't think he's worth picking up in your fantasy leagues, by the way.
You don't think he's worth it?
I just don't think he's picking up. If he's in your bench, he's just going to stay there. He's just a deep threat to get everybody on JSN. So,
which will fit I think it'll fit their roster a lot because if he's going to take up some of that attention, that's just going to open up so many other weapons.
I agree.
I think it is a good pickup for the Seahawks. I really do. Seahawks are making some big moves, and I actually like what they're doing.
Oh, yeah, no, the Seahawks are doing great. Seahawks are a great team. I think the Seahawks are going to be fucking phenomenal all the way through.
By the way, too, the Dolphins trade Phillips to the Eagles. Phillips is a 6'5", 263, 26-year-old linebacker. Played 5 years with Miami. I'm sure he's glad to be out of there now on the Eagles, a team that has a very good chance for success. You got to be happy to be out of Miami. Obviously, last year
anything out of Miami is the way to go.
But it does suck because Miami didn't look like a bad team last year. Tua fell off. He's just not.
He's just been so concussed. He's just so fucking silly.
Yeah,
he's silly in that goddamn Billy of his. He's gone. He is absolutely gone. All right, guys, we've rambled a little bit. I'm going to go into the next little bit of a move here. We're going to talk about some injuries. Actually, you know what? No. We're going to talk about a down that's pivotal. What's the most pivotal down in the NFL? If you guys can say it in the fucking comments, I'd appreciate you. But there's a down that's pivotal in the NFL. And if you can't convert on that down, you might as well just quit. What down is that, Cole? Third fucking down.
Third down.
And one of the teams that are able to keep it going in the third down, I want to know your guys' opinions in the comments. In the chat right now. I'm going to give you the first one. The number one team in the NFL on completing the third down conversions with a 48.7% rate.
40? Wait, what?
48.7% of the third down conversions.
That's
the very best.
Damn, that's not very good.
Not very good, but we're looking at the goddamn Chargers. They're without their running back, their star running back. They're without so much of their offensive line. And we're looking at the Chargers. We're sitting at the very first at a 48.7% third down conversion, which is why they are able to continue to win at a 6-3 record when they have no power at all. They have no talent left. They have talent. They've got plenty of it. They have Justin Herbert throwing the ball.
But
that's what happens.
You do also have a prestigious head coach.
Ooh-wee.
You had a prestigious coach in Harbaugh. I mean, Harbaugh's been around the block a couple of times.
John Harbaugh has been around the block a while. And, oh my goodness, Matt, thanks for popping in. John Harbaugh. Jim.
Please drive safe. I think it's Jim. But drive safe. Do not get in a car accident. We do not need that for you, my boy.
Watching but driving. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you a ton. But no, the Chargers are definitely they're the leading third down back with 48.7, which is also weak as fuck.
I'm
the
also
NFL right now can't get it.
Dude, the wide receiver threat is insane for them. Having McConkey, Johnson,
and Quentin Johnson. Also, let's give Quentin Johnson a shout out. Everybody, give him a round of a fucking applause.
He balled out.
Quentin Johnson has rebuilt himself from last year. If you watch Quentin Johnson film from last year versus this year, which I have, I don't know if you have, but if you watch Quentin Johnson film, that guy had almost 40 drops last season. This year he's only got about 3 or 4, and he's also popped off, and he's become a fantasy favorite.
You gotta have them soft hands if you're playing in this league. You gotta be able to grab anything that's within range.
Everything got to mush to you, and you know what happens when you catch that ball? You go limp. You catch that ball, and you go limp.
Yeah, just go limp. Don't take a big hit. Tyler Lockett's a god at that.
Tyler Lockett's an animal. He catches that ball and just fall.
He's not gonna take an injury.
And because he had been injured. But you know who comes in second? I want to know what you guys think.
Gadsden did also play. He balled out. I mean,
Gadsden! What a fucking animal pickup at tight end. Yeah. The Chargers are just playing, man.
He had 5 receptions for 68 yards. He was averaging 13.6 yards per catch.
Dude.
That's insane. That's
scared me in fantasy football, but you know what? I still got the win against his ass, motherfucker. And Charlie, I see you with all your moves, you sneaky little fucker. You keep kicking my ass. Goddamn #1 pick. Hey, congratulations, Charlie, on being #1 in our league.
Thanks for the call out, by the way.
But yeah, perfect call out. We were definitely gonna write off Gadsden, and he needed.
He deserves the credit. He balled out.
He deserved his credit. But now we're gonna move on to the next team, which I'd love your opinion on, and I'd love your input on. Who do you think is ranked #2 when it comes to third down conversions? I'll tell you who can't convert on a third down. Goddamn Houston Texans. They can't convert on a third down. They can't get in the red zone.
They can't score
Yet again, they're 3 and 4.
It makes sense though. It's like kind of 2 and 2. If you can't get third downs, well, you're probably not good in the red zone.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong like that. And they are in the low 30% range. So that means the New York Jets are above them at 27.8. I just say the Houston Texans are still around 24%, 25% of completions on third down. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. You can't complete it on third down, you can't complete it anyway. While you guys are telling me the second best, who you think is second best when it comes to completing on third down, they need third down completions, I'm going to tell you the second worst is the New York Jets at 27.8%. New York Jets have not been able to complete a third down.
Motherfucker.
On motherfucking God. They cannot complete a third down to save their life. 27.8%. They are heavily struggling.
Oh yeah, by the way, if my grandma ever sees this, I'm so sorry for cussing so much. It's just part of it.
Grandma, I apologize.
I love you, Grandma.
But yeah, no, the New York Jets, their season is. Oh, I leaked on myself. Somebody clip that. I leaked on myself. Oh, I'm wet. I'm soaking wet. Oh no. I'm soaking wet. Anyway, the New York Jets are struggling at a 27.8% total.
The Jets.
All right. Well, since none of you guys wanted to tell me what you think the second best team is, I'm going to wait for your third one. Well, I tell you the second. We're looking at the Green Bay Packers, who completed a 48.3% rating of completing on a third down percentage, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's really hard to not complete on a third down percentage when your running back is Josh Jacobs. Especially because most of the time they are in short yardage situations on a third down.
Which is what you hope for.
Is what you hope for. Dear God.
Raiders are like, oh, dude, 3rd and 13. That's our favorite down and distance. We love that.
The Green Bay Packers, though, I want you to know that they are slightly struggling with Josh Jacobs, who, I'll tell you, you know how Rico Dowdle was averaging 5.5 yards per carry? what was it, 4.7 or 5.5?
Somewhere in that range.
Well, Josh Jacobs is also averaging 5 yards to carry as a command or as a Green Bay Packer. And you know what? He had 87 yards on 17 carries. They still have him on a snap count with a touchdown because of his injury with his hamstring.
Which is fair though. I like that move. You don't want to see him getting hurt again.
Well, and you don't want to see your star running back getting hurt, especially when playoff hopes are real for you guys. Green Bay's being smart. You got to stay healthy to win a Super Bowl. And that's why Tom Brady never lost, is because he didn't take a big contract, which makes me mad. Why do you take such a big contract? You are making more than enough millions to sustain. Why don't you sustain? God, motherfucking damn. Well, yet again, does anybody have the number 3? Who's the number 3
Who do
team?
you think the third best team in the league on third down conversions?
Well, I tell you the worst team, or the third worst team when it comes to completing third down conversions. Which actually, this is the first time I've seen them on this list tonight, which surprises me.
Who is
the Tennessee Titans?
It makes sense, though.
It makes sense. I mean, it makes sense, but it surprises me the first time on the list.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the Titans hardly at all.
No, we haven't talked about that at all. I mean genuinely at all.
Even in the last 2 episodes, I don't think we've talked about
Titans have fallen off our radar completely.
They're just not even an NFL
They're not
team.
even fucking. They're a fucking XFL team at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you Ohio State might be able to beat them.
Absolutely, Ohio State might be able to beat them. The Tennessee Titans. I mean, they have Cam Ward, who's just hanging out that rock. They've got a wide receiver core.
What are they missing? Like, what are they? Is it coaching? Is it ownership? There's something there's one puzzle piece in that organization that's not there. I can't pinpoint it. I really don't know what's missing. It might just be young. It might be, just not lack of experience. I don't know. I really don't know.
Man, oh my God, I just don't know. I just don't know what it is over there that they got going on in Tennessee. But you know what? I like Tennessee.
Well, they got a bye week next week, which is going to really help them. Maybe, let's game plan.
Yeah, but you're 1-8. Let's game plan a fucking tank.
No, you game plan the tank. Let's get some good picks at this point.
Let's plan a tactical tank. We're kicking.
It'll be a successful season at this point for the Titans if they can get a top 5 draft pick and not end the season with any of their star players getting hurt.
Yeah, I mean that's
what you're going for.
You just don't want Cam Ward to get hurt.
It literally is.
Cam Ward has been laying the dots. I mean, he's laying the dots. He's got dots all over the field.
Alrighty, but since nobody's commenting, come on.
I'll tell you who the fucking number 3 is.
Who's
It's the goddamn 49ers. And that's why they're able to sustain such a record while they are still losing everybody, every week, week in and out. The 49ers are losing a player. I mean, they are out with Joey Bosa. They were out fucking their tight end. I can't even think of his name right now. They were out him. They were out everybody. I mean, every single week there's somebody that they're missing. And the 49ers are able to hold strong. I got to give Kyle Shanahan the credit that he is due. The Shanahanster has been doing great. But, the 49ers have just been able to pull through no matter what the injuries are. But the reason they're successful is because they can still complete a third down percentage. If you can run on the third down, there's not a lot of teams that can beat you. But you know what teams do beat you against the third down? I'll tell you, it's the Broncos. The Broncos will fucking stuff your ass on third down. They're the number 1 team when it comes to shutting down a third down.
Really?
They are.
Well, it makes sense. That's why they're in my top 10.
They will shut down. They will let it 22% of the time is when the Broncos will allow you to complete a third down.
That's good.
Which means you have to win in the early downs. Which, Charlie, I don't know if you're still watching, but I need you to know that your Chargers are in danger. There's a defense out there, and they're looking at you. And they want to take out your team. And I know you guys have two matchups against them. Oh, shit.
Sorry, there's a big old buck walking at our
There's a deer on our car lot.
I want to eat it.
That's crazy, by the way. But hey, sorry about that.
My bad.
But no, I mean the Broncos, 22% chance that you're not gonna that you're gonna complete a third down on them is fucking crazy. Broncos defense is absolutely probably the best defense I've ever seen. They continue to do it. They did it in 2015. They do it again now.
All right. Well, what is next, Tristan?
Injuries, man, brother. Do I have injuries for you? I've got a list
because there's a lot.
We're going to go through it.
injuries.
Like I said, the 49ers have been hurt, but Buffalo got a sneaky injury. They have Michael Huchet, which I hope I pronounced that last name right.
Sounds about right.
But Michael Huchet is the defensive end. He's been there. He was actually an undrafted free agent who ended up playing he's been there for 5 years. He's been kind of a, Andrew, I love you too, man.
Love you, Andrew.
Thanks for making it in, brother.
Yeah,
but no,
thanks.
Michael Hoyt, he's been a undrafted free agent, but this is his 5th year, and you know what he tore? I believe, oh my God, why didn't I? He lost his Achilles. It's gone.
His Achilles
is gone. They took it away and they threw it in the trash.
His Achilles heel was his Achilles heel.
But you know what? He's 28, and I did say that a guy for like him, an undrafted free agent, most of the time your career is over. He was suspended earlier in the year. This is the first time he's really played in the NFL.
And he already's hurt.
He's already hurt. So there's 28.
28. He can heal. He can come back. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, for crying out loud, tore his ACL.
Exactly. 50.
For his Achilles, and still came back.
But here's my thing. I had said that he's kind of going to be washed off. But you know what? If you get a good price for an undrafted free agent,
give it time.
Give it time. And
We'll
I
see.
mean, he did go to jail. He did play in prison. But
all right, who's our next injured?
We're looking at Marshawn Lattimore.
That's a big. That hurts big time.
You know, he's in his 9th season. He torn his ACL. I want you guys to expect him to retire, but don't worry. You have Trey Hawkinson's off the practice squad to replace his ass. I don't know who he is.
We don't know. He's got a cool name.
I don't know who he is, but his name is Hawkinson, so hopefully he can hawk that ball down. Good God, but you know
who's our next injured fella?
Luke McCaffrey. R.I.P. the Commanders.
What's up with the McCaffrey brothers?
The McCaffrey brothers are built like fucking noodles.
I guess so.
And not even
they're dogs.
No, not cooked noodles. Not cooked noodles. They're fucking
stiff noodles.
They're stiff noodles. You just bend them the wrong way and they're done. Luke McCaffrey, he's on his 2nd season. He broke his collarbone. If he would have broken it about 2 weeks ago, if they were to make playoffs, he'd be back. However, the Commanders are just done.
They're riddled with injuries. It's bad.
But if you do need a backup tight end or a backup wide receiver to pick up, you have his name is Jalen Lay. He is a backup wide receiver. He'd probably be their deep guy.
Maybe a guy you can pick up in fantasy just to have him.
Exactly.
Put him on the bench. I would not start him.
We've already talked about Mikael Williams. He tore his ACL. His backup is Keon White for the 49ers. On to the next. Jaden Daniels. We talked about
Keon White's the guy they just picked up.
Keon White.
That's the guy who they just traded for.
I did not notice that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, Keon White is the guy they just traded for, and he's going to be the backup. Jaden Daniels, his arm went kaput. See you later. He's out for the rest of the season.
Mariota's going to have to take the reins.
Marcus Mariota's is taking over. Now we look at Tucker Kraft, who's in his 3rd season, but he tore his ACL and is now.
I'm not going to lie, that one hurt.
Yeah,
I really liked watching Kraft play.
Tucker Kraft has been such an animal for the Green Bay Packers. Now, if you are looking for a tight end in fantasy football, please pick up Luke Musgraves. Luke Musgraves is a must-have when it comes to fantasy football. He's been in their offense for quite some time, and he's just definitely a guy that knows the offense. He knows what needs to be had. He knows how to get there. He knows how to be open. He scored touchdowns. He was genuinely their number 1 wide receiver a year and a half ago, until Luke took over. So you're good to pick him up. Another person who's probably done for the season, I put him in there, Travis Hunter. R.I.P. They have an undisclosed knee injury. They won't really tell us what happened, other than the fact that he just hurt his knee.
If it's undisclosed, I can only imagine it's either going to be that it's something not too crazy.
Nope. Or really crazy.
It's one of the two. It's either it's not going to be something in the middle grounds, or else they would have reported on it. It's either going to be something or it's probably super serious. I mean, let's be real here. It's probably serious.
All right, guys, and I know that I know that a lot of you guys don't really watch hockey, but we're going to train you on hockey. Not this week, but next week. So be prepared.
Yeah, we're going to do some hockey.
Tristan's coming into the dome. He's going to be suited up.
Thunderdome.
He's going to be coming into the Thunderdome. He's going to be suited up, and he's going to be showing you guys a little bit about hockey.
But yeah, we'll give you guys some hockey.
So if you guys would love to...
Shout out Angie.
Shout out.
She got us to 25, just so you know.
Who did?
Angie. She got us to 25. I think we're at 25 followers now.
Oh my goodness gracious, 9 minutes ago we had a follower and I didn't even note it.
Thank you.
I appreciate you so goddamn much. I think we just hit our following goal. of 25, which means we have become almost officially an affiliate.
Just
here.
one more stream.
I think
one
we're one more stream away from becoming an affiliate. But I appreciate you guys so heavily. You guys don't have any idea how much it helps us so much. We love being out here. We have a great time.
Yeah, this is fun. We'd be doing this without you guys watching, so it's just nice to have you guys here.
Yeah, it's absolutely a blast to have you guys here.
It's so much fun. I look forward to this almost every week.
Absolutely. Give us about 2 seconds. I gotta take a potty break, and we will come right back. So if you give us about 2 minutes, please don't go anywhere.
We've got back.
2 segments for you, and we'll be right back.
Fuck you, Tristan. Move it on to.
Straight into fantasy football, everybody.
Fantasy
okay, sorry.
football.
Thanks for holding on for me. I had to take a quick pee-pee. Had to let the air leave. All right. Well, I've got fantasy pickups in every single way you need to go. If you need to learn about fantasy, if you need to pick it up, I know we're in week 10 here, and I haven't been with you the whole time. But here's where we are right now. Fantasy pickups. If you are looking for a new quarterback, if you're a quarterback-hungry folk, you know who you need to be picking up? McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy, he has weapons. I mean, you have a guy who's coming back off of injury reserve, who's been getting a snap count, and Aaron Jones Sr., who's been playing in the NFL for a long time under Aaron Rodgers, then into the Vikings. He's a great guy. You need to have him. And then he's also got, Jay Jettis with fucking his tight end. I can't think of his name at the top of my mind right now. Hawkinson, who's a great target.
Hawkinsocks.
So you've got those guys. Another guy who is still available in 73% of leagues, which is fucking crazy considering the weapons that he has, a.k.a. T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Chase Brown. Why do we not have Joe Flacco in our fantasy football leagues, ladies and gentlemen?
He scored 50 points on me, damn
He put his ass in a fucking coffin last week.
I had 2 players in fantasy pretty much put me in a coffin.
It's insane.
And Joe Flacco was one of them.
Joe Flacco went crazy.
Can you imagine almost throwing 500 yards and still losing the football game?
Also, yeah, they just need. I mean, you know what's crazy about them is the Bengals had just thrown away one of their only help that they had, which is, to me, is insane. Anyway, we're right under running backs. If your name is Charlie Sanders, or no, Charlie? Your last name isn't Sanders. I can't think of your last name. I can't even think of your last name, actually. I'm lost right now.
Your name is Sanders, man.
But anyway, Kyle Monangai, he's available in 57% of the leagues. It is Sanders. I was right. Thank you, Brittany. If your name is Kyle Monangai, he's available in 57% of the leagues. If you're able to go get him, you need to get him. That running back has been taken over for DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift got hurt, and this guy just pulled up out of nowhere.
Yeah, we don't need to speak about that. I have DeAndre Swift on my fantasy team.
We're going to talk about how this guy pulled up and took DeAndre Swift's role in a night. He dropped off 27 points. He scored 2 touchdowns, and he really just helped the Bears get to where they need to be. It's basically the only person over there. The only other guy with meat on his bones in the running back category is Trey Benson with the Arizona Cardinals. He's available in literally all of your leagues. He was literally taken in 5%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% of your guys' leagues. That means most likely you guys have him available in your league. Wide receivers. Oh, hold on. Can we talk about how the Bears put up 47? Odunze didn't have a single catch.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Save me in fantasy. Yes, we can talk about that. How? How did Rome Odunze not have a single catch? Is because they double teamed him all night.
They just weren't gonna let him
But
beat
like I said, Colts. When it comes to the wide receiver, how do you not have a Colt? If you don't have a Colt as your tight end, if you don't have a Colt as your wide receiver, if you don't have a Colt as your running back, you're not winning fantasy, and it's clear.
I got Jonathan Taylor.
You need to pick up Alec Pierce.
Alec
Is who
Pierce.
you need to be picking up.
Let's go and pick him up right now.
Pick him up. He is available in 97% of leagues, and he's the wide receiver 2 for the team that I had told you guys earlier is almost averaging 400 yards a game.
Insane.
He is the deep ball merchant. He is a great guy to have in your flex. If you guys have flexes like Brittany Lee over here, where you're looking at Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, and fucking Nico Collins, you don't need him. But if you're like me, you're gonna need a guy that's got fucking gonna be a deep ball threat.
She got starters in her flex.
Starters in her flex. You gotta be a pro.
In the
Another guy who has actually been really quiet that a lot of you guys probably didn't know about is Trey Franklin.
I don't even know who he plays for.
Troy Franklin is a Denver Bronco, and he diced up the Dallas Cowboys defense. And you know what he did last weekend? He diced them up again. He was their second best wide receiver that they had. He was a really good guy. I mean, he's out there. He's young. He's new, but he's available in 31% of your leagues. And
he's getting targets.
He's getting
He
targets.
had 10 targets last game with 4 receptions.
10 targets for 4 receptions.
He actually had the most most targets out of the entire receiving corps of the Denver
Bo
Broncos.
Nix really likes him. He gets open. Will Trey Tucker take off now that Myers is gone? I avoid all Raiders.
Trey Tucker, it's hard to say with Geno Smith throwing the fucking football.
I avoid all
Raiders. He's probably
Raiders.
gonna throw it to the wrong guy, but I could say that Tucker will take off a little bit more for sure.
He might get 3 or 4 more targets per game, but you get Brock Bowers to have to compete with.
Yeah, Brock Bowers is going to get he's the focal point. He's the focal point of the offense. If they don't what teams are probably going to start doing is double teaming him. They're going to start really targeting Brock Bowers. So yes, I do think it will open up Tucker.
Trey Tucker, yeah. He'll be open, but I avoided him on my fantasy waiver wire pickups just because he's a goddamn Raider and avoid them at all costs.
And yes, the Denver Broncos are stacked.
The Denver Broncos are stacked, but they have a quarterback and a head coach that really has got them there. We got to just respect that.
I hate Sean Payton. I really do. I don't like him as a human being.
Yeah?
Yeah, he got caught for paying players to target other players.
I didn't know that.
When he was on the Saints.
I didn't know that. What
Yes.
a piece of shit. We should
So,
fucking burn his house. I'm
not
kidding.
if not
It's a joke. That's legally.
It's
I'm
a joke.
joking.
It's a joke.
Don't take me away from my account. Please, God. I'm just joking.
But no, honestly, I don't like that he was doing that in the past. As long as he's cleaning that up, he is a good football coach. I just don't like some of those.
I didn't know that he was doing that shit. That's fucking crazy. But you know what I had said about somebody last week? I had said something about a guy with a big dick. What was his last name? Johnson. Big Dick Johnson over there in Tampa Bay.
Johnson.
Tez Johnson. He's on the Buccaneers, and they have a quarterback who is literally, I still think, a candidate for league MVP, which he won't get it. He won't get league MVP just because they have lost.
His name's not Mahomes.
They fell behind, but Tez Johnson is going to be the next man up, and he's still available in 73% of your leagues, and he has been going off for 15 points a week on the benches without anybody knowing about him. They did have a bye week this week, so that's why nobody does know about him, but that's, somebody you got to keep an eye on. All right, we're going into tight ends. There's literally only 2 of them, and I talked about one earlier. Tucker Kraft.
Who's hurt?
Is not hurt. Tucker Kraft is not hurt. Luke Musgraves. Sorry. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Luke Musgraves. I meant Luke Musgraves, not Tucker Kraft. Thank God he's here. Tucker Kraft is hurt. Do not pick up Tucker Kraft. If somebody's trading you Tucker Kraft, you avoid him. He's a torn ACL. Oh, dear Lord.
Don't go Tucker Kraft.
I meant Luke Graves. He's been in the offense for 4 years now, and he is the next man up. And he already knows how the offense works. He's not a plug-and-play guy. He's already been there, and he was their number one guy who scored 2 touchdowns against the Cowboys. Yeah, he'll plug right in.
Yeah,
As Matt just said, he'll plug right in.
Yeah.
He's going to be the guy, and the Packers are stacked. You need to pick him up. And then the next guy, I said is Theo Johnson. There was 4 total tight ends available, and I said Theo Johnson. He does have a drop problem. I've seen so many balls hit him directly in the fucking face, directly in the palms of his grubbers, those big ass fucking 6'10" grubbers, and he drops them. But you know what?
Maybe you just gotta work out them nerves. You know, a lot of times that can be nerves.
You know how many yards he can catch? He averages
How many?
11 yards per catch. So if he catches that ball, that means that's 2 fantasy points for you for a catch.
Pretty much every catch could be 2 fantasy points for you.
Every catch is about 2.1 fantasy points. Jesus Christ. And Freiermuth is okay. I've always said Freiermuth is okay, but these are waiver wire pickups. Most of you already have Freiermuth. If not, Freiermuth is a good pickup. I didn't put him in this. But yeah, you know, Theo Johnson is literally averaging 11 yards per catch, and he is a check down merchant. If he can just figure out how to not be so nervous when he catches that ball, his yards after carry is amazing. He's a great guy to have, and he's available in 94% of your fantasy football leagues.
Yeah.
And he's been averaging 10 points a week.
Which is big for a lot of teams. Like,
That's
that 10
big.
points makes or breaks the team.
Absolutely fucking giant. Anyway, we're going to go on to Cole's picks of the weeks.
Are we going top 10 or are we doing picks of the week?
We're gonna go picks of the week first. So this is what Cole's gonna let you know what we think is gonna happen for week 10. So far, Cole is 7-7. So just know.
I'm 7-7. I'm 500. So don't take everything I say literally. Alrighty, week 10 picks. Here we go. We're starting off with Thursday Night Football. Raiders versus Broncos at Denver. Broncos are winning the game. I love my Raiders, but we're not beating Denver at Mile High Stadium. Alrighty.
You're taking the Raiders.
I'm not
you
taking
hear
the
that? You hear that, motherfucker?
Bro, I want to take the Raiders, but I just can't. To have a competition with Tristan and actually have some chance to beat him, I gotta be smart. I'm taking the Broncos. The Broncos are looking pretty unstoppable. All right, that's Thursday Night Football. All right, now on to the Falcons versus the Colts in Indianapolis. I got the Colts beating the Falcons. Let's be real here. They better fucking win. And
Vegas
I'm gonna be upset.
Vegas gets cash every week. It's a home game for the opponent every week.
Every week it's an opponent's home game. All right, and then we got the Browns versus Jets in New York, which the Jets are really just kind of struggling. I'm taking the Browns. I'm taking the Browns in New York to beat the Jets.
Fuck are you looking at, young man? You mean Bears versus Giants?
Am I on the wrong one?
What are you looking at? Bears versus Jets.
Browns versus Jets.
Browns versus Jets.
I just have one in a little bit different order. He's tripping. All right, but Browns versus Jets. I got the Browns winning that game in New York. Then we got the Saints versus the Panthers. Panthers are winning that game all day, every day. Saints.
Oh yeah, shit. Panthers, big.
Yeah, so Saints versus Panthers. I got the Panthers winning that game. Then we got Patriots versus the Buccaneers. This is my upset of the week. I got the Buccaneers beating the Patriots. They are playing at home in Tampa Bay. I got the Buccaneers beating the Patriots.
They do have Chris Godwin back. That's why I believe that.
Big weapons. All right, and then on to the next one. We got Ravens versus Vikings. This is my next upset. I am picking the Vikings. They are playing at home. I'm picking the Vikings. They came off a big win last week. I think they got it in them. I think they can beat the Ravens.
With Lamar, huh?
With Lamar. I think it doesn't matter. They're going to beat the Ravens. All right, and then we got the Bills versus Dolphins. That's an easy one. I got the Bills beating the Dolphins in Miami.
Yeah, Dolphins season.
Don't even really need to talk about that one. We already know the Bills are going to win it. All right, and then we got the Giants versus the Bears at Bears. So they're playing at home. I got the Bears winning it, especially because they just came off that big win against who was it against?
Tell me.
I am brain fart.
The Bears just won against the Bengals.
Yeah, the
with
Bengals.
the last second touchdown.
Yeah, exactly. The Bears just beat the Bengals in a big
Fuckers.
game. I think they're going to take that energy into the next week. All right, then we got Jaguars versus the Texans. We got the Jaguars beating the Texans, even though they are playing in Texas.
Wow.
Jaguars are still going to beat the Texans.
Is C.J. Stroud out?
Is C.J. Stroud out? I haven't.
Ace Ventura to hire for the Dolphins offense.
Yeah, honestly, Ace Ventura would play better than Tua. You could hire the Dolphin from that movie and he'd do better. He was fucking putting that shit through the fucking field goal posts. You got me sidetracked. Where was I? I was on Cardinals versus Seahawks. I did Jaguars versus Texans. I got the Jaguars. Cardinals versus the Seahawks. I got the Seahawks beating the Cardinals. They are playing in Seattle. The 11th man or the 12th man is a real thing. I think the Seahawks are going to win that game. Then we got the Lions versus Commanders. They are playing in Washington, but the Commanders are now down their starting quarterback. We got the Lions winning that game.
Oof, big time.
And then we got Rams versus the Niners. They are playing in, well, it's not San Francisco.
This is America's game of the week. That's fucking highlighted.
Yeah, this is going to be a very good game. It is a division game, so it's going to be very, very good. But I do got the Rams pulling away. I got the Rams pulling away in that one. I think the Niners are just still kind of riddled with injuries, and the Rams are just a good team. They're well-rounded. All right, and then we got the Steelers versus the Chargers. And as a Raiders fan, I'm rooting for the Steelers, and the Steelers are going to win. The Steelers defense coming off of a hot dub, looking like they deserve that.
Wow.
Steelers are going to lock down the Chargers, and the Steelers are going to win that game. All right, and then on to Monday night, my final game. We got Eagles versus the Packers in Green Bay. I got the Eagles. The Eagles are going to win that game in Green Bay.
Fucking Green Bay is toast. Also, I just want to say to you, Matt, I agree with that. I agree that the 49ers playing in Santa Clara needs to be talked about more. They just needed to rebuild Levi Stadium. They just needed to put that
100%. I hate that they're playing in Santa Clara. I loved Candlestick. I thought Candlestick was a historic stadium, and they should have never fucking tore it down. I think that was a grade A place for them to keep playing. I don't know why they left.
They fucked it up.
I don't like. Yeah, you're not even playing in San Francisco anymore. It does bother me a little bit. But yes, and then you said Green Bay playing like buns. I agree. That's why I picked the Eagles. I think they are going to beat the Packers, even though they are in Green Bay. I think the Eagles are going to win that game.
Absolutely. Now here's another segment. I'm going to just do a quick intervene. I'm sorry to do this. We're going to add a little bit of time to our stream this week. But I just want to know, what running back would you rather have? We're going to start. Don't talk to me. I'm just kidding. You can talk to me. Tell me what you would rather have over Jonathan Taylor, and I'll let you know these options when we come up.
Over Jonathan Taylor.
Ashton Genty.
No.
You wouldn't take Ashton Genty on the Colts? If you could take this team and replace him to the Colts.
Wait, so you're saying I'm replacing
this
player?
We're gonna replace.
So I'm putting this player on the Colts.
Yeah, we're gonna put this player on the Colts.
And that's just as me personally?
Yep.
No, because Jonathan Taylor's balling out. I would not do that.
You're not gonna put Genty over the Colts.
No.
What about Bijan Robinson?
Alright, this is where we get into it, because he's a little bit more tried and true.
Yeah.
So I would replace Jonathan Taylor with Bijan.
You replace Jonathan Taylor with Bijan Robinson. Well, goddamn, out of nowhere, we have Bijan Robinson as our starting running back. I'm going to go ahead and skip a few. 1, 2, skip a few. James Cook.
Nope.
You wouldn't take James Cook over...
James Cook's balling out, but he's balling out because he has the Bills.
Bills.
That's why he's balling out.
The
I think a lot of running backs would ball out behind the Bills' offensive line.
Woo! Alvin Kamara.
No.
You wouldn't take Alvin Kamara at all?
I do love Alvin Kamara. I think he's a solid player, and he's been through the ringer, I feel like, playing for the Saints. But I still wouldn't put him on top. I still do think Bijan's got the edge over.
What about Breece Hall?
Breece Hall?
You like Breece Hall?
I like Breece Hall, but I'm still taking Bijan over Breece Hall. I think Bijan.
Prime Kamara is what Matt said.
Yeah, Prime Kamara, yes, but Prime Kamara is no longer Prime Kamara, so no. I agree, though, yes. If it was 5 years ago, yes, 100%. I would take Kamara over that. But no, I'd still stick with Bijan, even over Bryce Hall. I'd still stick with Bijan.
All right, we're gonna couple more. We're gonna go ahead and piece on down. We're gonna go 2 more picks here.
Gibbs?
Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey. A healthy Christian McCaffrey. I still value him higher than Bijan.
Wow.
I do.
Our starting running back for the Colts, if we could, would be Christian McCaffrey right now.
Yes, 100%.
Do you think Christian McCaffrey would elevate
The Colts?
The Colts more than...
Yes, because I believe he has better hands than Jonathan Taylor.
Wow.
I think McCaffrey's a better wide receiver threat than Jonathan Taylor is.
Wow.
And I think for, when the run game's not hitting quite well, like last week for the Colts, a little check down to McCaffrey out of the backfield gets you that win.
Well, fuck me. So would you say the same thing with Gibbs? Would you take Jahmyr Gibbs?
And Gibbs and they're very similar. Like Gibbs and McCaffrey, I think they're very, very similar. I take McCaffrey just because he's a little bit more veteran. He has a little bit more of the wherewithal.
Yep.
But Gibbs is a very hard decision, but I would still take McCaffrey.
McCaffrey. All right, I'll give you the last pick of the time. We're gonna go ahead and say.
Oh. Saquon?
Saquon Barkley. Would you take Saquon Barkley or CMC to lead the Colts to a Super Bowl?
This is if they both stay healthy for the rest of the year. No injuries.
Matt has an undoubted. Don't look at it, but Matt has an undoubted.
It's still Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey, I would take Saquon all fucking day.
The only reason why I won't take Saquon is just because Christian McCaffrey, great blocker. He picks up the fucking pass rush like an animal.
Yeah.
And he just, in my opinion, he has better hands.
Wow. He does. He can run a route like a
nasty,
fucking
dude.
animal.
What do most quarterbacks need in this league?
A little check
Is
down.
a check down because they're getting that heavy pass rush. Instead of forcing something, throwing an interception, making a turnover, check it down to your running back who is a dog and is great at yards after tackles. Like he breaks tackles, he's still getting yards. I still do put McCaffrey really as kind of my running back one in the entire league.
Wow.
When he is healthy, I think McCaffrey is one of the best running backs in the NFL.
That's an impressive take.
When he's healthy, given that he's not healthy all the time.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I mean you're right. And I mean the 49ers have been sacrificing left and right. Week by week there's somebody there with an injury.
But now say put McCaffrey on the Eagles? No. That would not work. He does not fit their system. Eagles have a little bit more of a power run game. I do not think McCaffrey can be capable of power run. But that's not his focal point. McCaffrey is definitely a receiving threat. He's an outside back. You need to get him around the edge. He still can ground and pound up the middle, but you need to have a good O-line, which the 49ers do. That's why he fits their scheme the best.
We got Matt thinking that CMC could take the fucking Saints to the playoffs. Now that's a goddamn trip.
The Saints need a quarterback.
The Saints need a quarterback. They need me throwing the ball.
That quarterback couldn't even check it down to McCaffrey because
they're just.
You saw that one play where what's his name? What was the quarterback for the Saints?
So?
No, the other guy.
Tyler So?
No, the other guy.
Or fucking Rattler.
Rattler when he freaking tried to toss it over the defensive end and he just batted it right into himself and trucks it into the end zone. Like, can't even check it down.
Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious.
But give us your top 10. Or not your top 10. Give us your picks of the week.
I'm going to give you my picks. I am so sorry, guys. We're running this a little bit late.
Do you want to follow me real quick? Follow mine.
I've already got some. No, I've already got some.
You already got some?
But I want to let you guys know that I forgot to let you guys know about a running back in fantasy football. His name is R.J. Harvey. He is going to be taking over J.K. Dobbins' spot. And that's why I believe the Broncos are going to win this week. And fantasy fucking or not fantasy football, and just in general, Thursday night primetime game is not going to be a thing. They shouldn't even put it on. They should flex that game to a fucking goddamn anything other than that. I would like the Ravens-Vikings to be flexed into Thursday night.
I agree.
But we got the Raiders and the Broncos. The Broncos are going to take the win. They got Bo Nix. They've got Cortland Sutton. They've got J.K. Dobbins.
And they're playing the Raiders.
But they have R.J. Harvey, and they're playing the Raiders. They're going to take that win, and I know the Raiders play hard every time they play a division game. It just doesn't matter to me. They're out.
And at Mile High. It's rough.
Yeah, playing at Mile High is insane. Fuck that. I got the Colts and the Falcons. I'm going to take the Colts because I believe that's my favorite team to win the Super Bowl, especially after they just picked up C.J. Sauce Gardner. They goddamn have sauce in their defense right now. Oh, my goodness. All right, next we got the Giants and the Bears. I take the Bears. The Bears. The Bears are going to win. The Bears are going to win against the Giants. The Bears just have a little bit better quarterback play. They've got a little bit older of a team. They got a better defense. They're going to be able to go through. So I'm not too stressed about the Giants. But the Bears are going to win. Buffalo Bills versus Dolphins. That's another walkthrough game. If you have anybody on the Dolphins in fantasy football, you need to play them.
Yes, play them.
You need to play them. If you have a Dolphins player, bench them unless their name is Jalen Waddle. But if you have a Bills player, go ahead and play them. The Ravens versus the Vikings.
This is the big one. What do you think? I picked the Vikings.
I'm going Ravens.
Going Ravens.
They've got Lamar. They've got a confident Derrick Henry. I mean, and they had fucking Zay Flowers, who we didn't talk about, but Zay Flowers did really well.
He's been balling out.
Zay Flowers
I
did
had him
really
last
well,
year in
and
fantasy.
they also had Zay Flowers last year was a solid player, but you know who else was also feeling themselves just like he does at the end of every year is their fucking Mark Andrews.
Yeah,
Mark Andrews is feeling himself.
The connection was good.
Ravens are going to try and earn themselves the top spot in the division
right now.
real quick. Browns versus the Jets. Jets just get everything they had away. The Jets are tanking. They want a first pick. They've got 2 of them this year, I believe, or it's a second round pick. I can't remember correctly, but the Browns are going to take the 3rd win of the season. Keep their hopes alive. Now we got the Patriots and the Buccaneers. You know,
this is a hard one.
these beers are fucking talking to me and they're saying something. They're fucking running their mouth and they're saying Drake May's gonna choke the goddamn ball because they got Baker Mayfield to win against the Patriots this week. Baker Mayfield has C.J. Stroud, he's got Bucky Irving, he's got Rashad White, and he's got Egbuka. The Baker Mayfield train is not gonna stop at 6-2. They're gonna go 7-2 and push the Patriots to 7-3. All right, that's what I guess. The Patriots, the Panthers, and the Saints. Saints always play hard. Saints always play hard. But I'm going to go with the Panthers. Panthers are going to win by 3. It's going to be a last-minute field goal. Saints are going to play hard, though. I believe Alvin Kamara's going to go ahead and give himself a touchdown, say with Olave. So if you have a Saints player or a Panthers player, it's a good week to play him. It's going to be a good game. Jaguars and Texans. I do not believe the Jaguars are a real team. I know that they beat the Chiefs and they got the tiebreaker when it comes to them later in the year. I'm going Texans. As long as they have C.J. Stroud. If C.J. Stroud is playing and he's at least half-ass healthy, they're going to be against the Jaguars. The Texans' defense is phenomenal, and they've really been figuring that out. Especially with Nico Collins back in the lineup after the concussion protocol, you got the Texans. Cardinals versus Seahawks. Cardinals finally take another L after they just take a big win over there in Texas. Seattle Seahawks go on to 7-2 in advance. As long as Puka Nacua is healthy, it's going to be a good time for JSN, not Puka Nacua. JSN is going to keep healthy. Rams versus 49ers. The 49ers just keep going.
You got Rams?
I got Rams going against the 49ers. Especially if Puka Nacua is healthy enough to play, which he should be. They just told him not to suit up for the rest of that game, but he'll be there. Got Lions Commanders. Commanders are down to me and Cole Berry playing offense, so go ahead and pick the Commanders to lose. The Lions are going to win. If you have anybody on the Lions offense, go ahead and just play them. Even playing the Lions defense, they're really not going to...
Oh, I would start the Lions.
Start the Lions defense. Steelers versus the Chargers. Chargers are going to take that win. They just need to win this week and next week. If they are able to hold off this week and next week, they go to the bye week. They get their running back back.
Look, we got 3 big different picks this week.
Yeah, they got their running back back, who is going to be playing for them, which is going to be Amari Hampton. He'll be back in week 13. So the Chargers are just trying to play hard while they wait for the running back to get healthy. Now, the last pick of the week, which is going to be a Monday Night Football game, which I'll be recovering next week. Monday Night Football. I got the Packers taking the Eagles down in a primetime game.
Ooh, we're different on that one.
I believe the Packers are going to be able to take it. Josh Jacobs is going to run for 100 yards. He's going to have about 40 yards carry or catching, and he's going to have 2 touchdowns.
Here we go.
So if you have Josh Jacobs, he is a must start, although he already was a must start.
And bye week teams this week. We got the Bengals, the Cowboys. You finally get a break.
Yep, Bengals, Cowboys,
Titans, and the Chiefs. So
those are your bye week teams.
Got the 4 teams on bye.
Absolutely. So those were our projections for the week.
I'm going into this week pick 7-7. Tristan's going into this week
9-5. So if you are making any bets, you just need to make the bets on me. Let me know if my bets or if my teams will make you through. He's going to draft off his top 10 real quick. I'm going to take a quick piss.
While he is letting the floodgates go, we're going to jump into my top 10 in the week. Or just top 10 overall, actually. So at number 10, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. I got the Steelers in the top 10. That defense finally proved why they're being paid so much, and if they're going to keep playing the way they played last week, I do think they deserve to be in the top 10. Hate the Steelers, but you know what? They're coming in at 10 this week. All right, and then number 9, we got the Seattle Seahawks. If they keep playing as well as they did last week as well, I think they're a really good team. They have a lot of potential. They've been throwing the early ball well. Sam Darnold's been kind of balling out, to be honest with you. So at 9, I got the Seahawks. Coming in at 8, I got the Packers. The Packers still do look like a top 10 team. They did just lose to the Carolina Panthers, which can go this way, can go that way for sure. But we do got the Packers at 8. Then at 7, we got the Buccaneers. I still have a lot of faith in the Buccaneers. I don't know why I've kind of been rooting for them a little bit. I think it's because I really do enjoy watching Baker Mayfield ball out. But yes, Buccaneers at 7. Then at 6, we got the Eagles. The Eagles are still the reigning champions, so they do gotta find their way into the top 10. Do I like them? No, I don't want them to succeed, but they are a top 10 team. I got them at 6. All right, and then we got the Chargers at 5. The Chargers, man. The Raiders are just having a struggle this year. We got a really good division that's going to be hard to ever win. But we got the Chargers at 5. They just look like they're a well-rounded team. I think 5's a good spot for them. At number 4, I got the Patriots.
What?
I got Drake May at number 4 right now. Drake May is looking.
Did they go up from last week or down for you?
I think they went up.
Crazy.
My top 10's kind of all over the place most of the weeks, but I do got Patriots coming in at 4. I think Drake May is leading this team, and he's going to do some wonders with them for sure.
They're running their fucking mouth. They're
are.
telling me to...
Okay, now here's my top 3. We got Colts at number 3. They bumped down 2 positions from last week. They are still a top 3 team. I don't care what anybody says. They had a rough week. They can always bounce back.
They will always bounce back.
Got Colts at 3. Number 2, this hurts my heart. This breaks my heart. But I got the Broncos at number 2.
The Bronkies!
For some reason, Bo Nix is young, but he's kind of playing with some veteranness to him. Like, he's not young.
His name is Bonix.
Bonix,
Get that
dude.
motherfucking guy a ring.
Exactly. Bonix at number 2. I hate the Broncos being at number 2, but they are at number 2. And then I got the Bills at number 1. I do. I got the Bills at 1. They just beat the Chiefs. If you like to look that, I don't even got the Chiefs in the top 10.
No, fuck the Chiefs.
Fuck the
but
Chiefs.
I do.
But Bills at 1. I think Bills. I think they do deserve it. They're due. They definitely are due. I'm rooting for the Bills. I'm a Raiders fan, but I want the Bills to win a Super Bowl, man.
Damn right you do.
They do. And fucking Josh Allen deserves it. That whole team seems like they work day in, day out. They deserve it.
Buffalo.
So Buffalo at 1.
Buffalo.
Okay, just a quick little recap. So at 10, Steelers. 9, Seahawks. 8, Packers. 7, Buccaneers. 6, Eagles. 5, Chargers. 4, Patriots. 3, Colts. 2, Broncos. 1, Bills. Now on to his top 10.
Alright, on to my top 10. You guys already know which top 10 is the real top 10. Fuck them Chiefs. You're right, goddamn
Fuck
Johnny
them
Livingston. I believe in what you're saying. Tell me the truth.
Yes,
But I'm going to tell you that number 10 is Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You have the Bucks in 10.
I still have the Tampa Bay in the top 10.
I'm at 7, so.
They've got motherfucking MVP caliber quarterback on their team. Baker Mayfield, my twin brother, actually. I was first, so it's me then him. He looks like me. But yeah, we got Baker Mayfield, and as long as Chris Godwin's in there, they've got Mooka back, they've got their running back core back. They're a healthy team. They'll be looking good, so they're going to be starting to win. As they were able to win a couple games without some of their starting players, they're going to be feeling fine. So Tampa at number 10. I got Green Bay really down low. I got them at number 9. They lost against Carolina. They're lucky to even be in my top 10. But
I got them at 8, so I get it.
Green Bay, they just shouldn't have lost that game. They've got the defensive power, quote unquote. I mean, I said NFC Championship. If they're not there, they're failing, and you're not going to get there if you're losing to Carolina. You just need to cut up those 3-point losses, and you need to win. So I mean, they have 2 losses this year that shouldn't have been there, or 1 loss and a tie. They honestly should be 7-1. So Green Bay, they just can't get it done in the short timing. They are at 9. His number 1 team is my number 8. I got the Buffalo Bills sitting at number 8. Even though they did beat the Chiefs, they're coming off of some weird losses, and I don't know. They've got a running game, but they don't have that it factor wide receiver. They've got a good tight end. They've got a good running back, and they've got the MVP.
They're missing Stephon Diggs.
But they don't have a one. They got, Khalil Shakir, which if you're going to watch this, which you probably won't, Khalil Shakir, you're not the guy. So, I don't know. Buffalo's at number 8, and I think it's just because we're going to see some wide receiver fall off, which leads me into number 7, who doesn't have any lack of wide receiver, would be the Eagles. The Eagles have wide receivers all over. They've got A.J. Brown. They've got Devontae Smith. They've got their tight end over there.
Don't forget about Coleman, though, on the Bills.
Keon Coleman. Get weak.
The dog, he's 6'4".
Yeah, 6'4", fucking 6'7". I don't give a fuck. He's not it. The Eagles, though, they've got power all over. If they can just find their identity like they did last year, remember we were all calling for Coach's head. We're telling him to get fired, get fucked, get lost. He went 0-2 and went to the Super Bowl and won it. Eagles, once they find their identity like they will, again, they'll be better, but they've got the power on all ends.
They're the reigning champs.
And they also just picked up on defense, so be prepared for their defense to let up not a lot, which makes me sad, but I still have them at 7. Chargers, like I said, they've been hurt. They're down Joe Alt again. Joe Alt gets hurt, and that's their number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, Joe Alt does hurt him. But
Joe Alt being down is no bueno, but they are down to the 3rd string running back. They have their wide receivers left, and they have Gadsden's, who's actually been really just an upkeep for their team. Gadsden's is an animal. Chargers at number 6 for me. You can't have
at the end of the day, they still got a good coach.
And they've got Herbert.
They've
got Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert will make it happen, who I believe should be an MVP at some point in his career, but we'll get there eventually. Seahawks at number 5.
Or 5.
5. Seahawks are at number 5. They've got Jackson Smith, Njigabega, who is definitely the best wide receiver in the league right now.
It's crazy to say. I think the weakest point of the Seahawks is Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold? What?
That's a good thing for them because Sam Darnold's balling the fuck out.
I think their weak point of the Seahawks is their fucking running back core. They can't figure it out with Charbonnet and K9. They've got 2 of the best running backs in the league, and they can't figure out how to split that up right. Pissed me off. Free K9. I know he didn't get traded, but we need to free Kenneth Walker. Get that motherfucker out of Kansas. Let him go place, or not Kansas, Seattle, but get him somewhere else. Number 4, we get the Rams. I believe having Puka Nacua back in the lineup with Matthew Stafford and just the defense that they have. They're genuinely just a danger to the NFL.
And that's a team I regret not putting in my top 10. If I had to redo my top 10 right now, I'd probably put the Rams at least in my top 10. I'd probably kick out the Steelers.
Yeah, the Rams, I believe, are just dangerous. I mean, they just fucking win over and over. They're going to push you down. They're going to bully you. And they're going to play some hard fucking scoring touchdown football, which is hard to beat. But you know who doesn't let you score touchdowns? And like I said, they don't even let you get 3rd downs. The Denver Broncos. I got them at number 3. The Denver Broncos, if you were watching earlier, they only allow you to get 22% of your 3rd downs. They also score some touchdowns. They've got a great quarterback.
Coaching. They got
great coaching. They've got a staff.
They're well-rounded.
They're well-rounded like a goddamn tank. They're not going to let... they may have some bullets go through, but at the end of the game, their armor bulletproof. They're going to go ahead and win it.
They'll keep rolling.
They're going to go ahead and get that, like I said, they're going to go ahead and keep moving on. They're going to go 8-2.
Who do you have at number 2?
I got the Colts, which pains my heart because I wanted the Colts to be at number 1, and I put them there, but I deleted it. I hit click on that backspace, and we put the Colts at number 2.
Let me tell you, your number 1 is crazy, bro.
Yeah, my number 1 is real. The Colts at number 2, they just, like I said, they're averaging 400 yards per game. They're able to, fucking on the ground. They're able to get 4 yards a carry. Jonathan Taylor is hands down my favorite MVP. I've already busted out some of the hints of next segment. But, I mean, the Colts are number 2 for me. They're just the best team. And I honestly think they're still my Super Bowl favorite, especially with Sauce Gardner into the defense. We'll go to number 1. Drake May. Those beers are calling to me and they're telling me they're fucking running their mouth. They're saying, Drake May!
Drake May.
Drake May!
Goddamn, dude, the Patriots at number 1.
Drake May, Patriots back at number 1. It's been about 4 years since we've seen that on anybody's top 10. But the Patriots, they've got an offense, they've got a defense, and they have a coach who I believe that never should have been fired from the Tennessee Titans. He's just the guy.
Oh, Vrabel?
Yep, Mike Vrabel.
Yeah,
He's just the guy. Underneath him, if the Cowboys would have him, I believe we'd be fucking 5-2. So Patriots at number 1. Now, for me, I've got a couple different things for MVP favorite. Did you rank any MVP favorites? You got anybody at number 1?
I didn't do any MVP favorites, but let's be real here. If I'm going based off of what the NFL loves to do, the MVP favorites are Mahomes, Josh Allen, and I'm still putting Jonathan Taylor in there even though he had a bad week.
Oh, yeah.
He's not going to get it. He's not. He's a running back, and he had one bad week. He would have had to have a perfect season to get it. But I still like it, and I wish it wasn't a quarterback award. So, honestly, Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor. Honestly, I do think Drake May should be in the conversation as well.
Yeah.
I really do. I do.
Absolutely.
But I don't have a definitive answer.
Typically, people do a top 3. Well, I'm going to give you my top 4 because I'm a little different. My MVP favorite is Jonathan Taylor. I'm a running back. I'm true and true, tried and true. I love the running back category. I believe that they need to be handed their money. I believe they need to be handed their love, and I need to be.
We're not just replaceable. Come on.
We're not replaceable out there at the running back position.
You're telling me you can replace McCaffrey on the 49ers right now?
Absolutely. I protect you. I catch the ball. I run the ball.
I do everything.
I do everything. Fuck you.
You throw a pick, I'll make the tackle. Come on.
Exactly. I'm the goddamn beast that you need on the motherfucking sideline every day of the week. Jonathan Taylor, he's my MVP favorite.
I agree, Johnny. It was crazy when the Raiders beat the Pats.
I got Baker Mayfield next. He's still my number 2 guy. You just still have to remember, Baker Mayfield is down to his 5th string offensive lineman. He's down Mike Evans. He was down Emeka Egbuka. He was down Chris Godwin, which means those are down his top 3 wide receivers.
He's still balling.
And he was also down not Rashad White. Bucky Irving, his number 1 running back, and he was down to his backup wide receiver. And you know what their record is? He has led them to a 6-2 season. You know, sometimes you can't win them on the ground.
They're first place in the division.
They're first place in the division.
They're a game ahead of the Panthers. So.
But you know what Baker Mayfield doesn't do is throw interceptions. He does not let their team get off the field. He doesn't fumble. He doesn't throw interceptions, and he makes them get first downs. So
when in doubt, throw it out of bounds.
When in doubt, yeah. His head coach or his quarterback coach, 1, 2, 3, throw that motherfucker away. Exactly. Indiana Jones is my 3rd place pick for MVP. The Colts have, I can't say it enough. 400 yards a fucking game, 4 touchdowns, almost minimum.
And Daniel Jones is a part of that.
And Daniel Jones is a heavy part of that. If you would have been telling me that Indiana Jones would be my MVP favorite at the beginning of the year, or even a year ago,
crazy,
I would have said, isn't he the backup to the Vikings?
Wait,
Jesus Christ.
Who's that again?
But yeah, I mean, impressive Indiana Jones turnaround. He literally could have revived his career. And now that you said it earlier in the episode, they could trade it fucking AR-15 for some good picks. I think that kid's a good animal.
He looks like the future of the Colts, and so that means the Colts have a little bit of equity.
Yeah, and their quarterback
in Cam. So I mean, you might as well get rid of him while you have him if you're going to stick with Daniel Jones.
And he did say Drake May's got to be a part of the conversation.
He just does.
I've been telling you that these things have been telling me to drink me all night. Drake May is my number 4. He did make it in as an honorable mention. I think Drake May would be a great pickup. Honestly, I really do. So,
pickup.
Absolutely. Guys, I know this one ran on a little long. We had just a busy week of injuries and fantasy trades and football and wins and losses and everything like that. If you give us 2 minutes, we're going to show you the best young athlete that we can show. And if you're a Nevada resident, you're going to love this young man because he comes right here to this town. Give us 2 minutes. We're going to be right back. And we'll tell you all about him.
Heck yeah.
Okay, everybody. We're in the talking booth now. This is the stage of the night where we talk about our young man,
Our youth athlete of the week,
Dominic Kelly.
Don't forget, this boy is committed to UNR, University of Nevada, Reno.
He's a goddamn wolf pack.
He is a wolf pack.
So he sits over here. He's a hometown veteran.
He is. And let me guys just give you a little background. So this is Dominic Kelly. He's from De La Salle High School, Concord, California. He's number 21. He is a running back. He is 6 foot, 190 pounds. He benches max 300. He can do 185 bench press for 20 reps, 100 meter dash in 11.53 seconds, 400 meter dash in 5.1. He squats 425 pounds. He cleans 315, and he was the class of 2025. We're watching some older highlights, but
he's
it's
a
not
little
good
bit older. But like I said, this guy here is here. He's with us.
So look for 21.
Young man, look at him, just gone.
Dude, with the NFL logo on the field.
Oh, NFL logo on the field is
you know
crazy.
He was loving that.
Isn't it? Yeah, he's from Concord, California.
Yeah, he's loving that for sure. So yep, watch that running back.
Right here, right in the back of the field.
This kid does have really good offensive linemen. I was watching a lot of his highlights already earlier in the day. And man, a lot of times he's getting untouched, but he does got the speed to finish up that play.
His teammates can't even catch him.
He's quick. He's got the speed. He's definitely got the speed.
Yet again, I know you're thinking over here, and we're right here.
And I like this formation. They line up in a three-point stance in the backfield, and he's explosive out of the three-point stance.
That's a pistol, by the way. Pistol fake.
Broken tackle at the 30 makes it all the way to the end zone.
Yards after carry. If anybody can tell me the exact yards after carry, I'll give you a high five.
The three-point stance is crazy. A little toss to the left. He's gonna break that edge. Obviously, look for the great wide receiver blocking on that play.
Absolutely.
And
you know what? You know what really gives this? Yeah, great wide receiver blocking. But we know what we're gonna talk about. Great coaching. Great coaching teaches that. Straight up the middle.
Go back to this play.
I didn't even see what happened.
Okay, this play right here. This is what I meant by explosiveness off the line. He's lining up in a three-point stance, circle him right there. Look at that.
Oh, hold on.
Just
I lost him again.
Insane. Circle him right there, right here. Watch this.
This young man,
from a three-point stance.
This is a fucking shitty fog squat.
That's terrible.
This is a three-point stance.
Just watch how explosive this is. This is why I like to watch this kid on his highlights. This is insane.
Immediately up. See this? A fake handoff, but he's a 2-yard split. Gone.
And he broke a tackle.
Broke 2 tackles. Broke 3
tackles.
And you know what, though? Shout out to number 50 for pushing him into the end zone. And
look,
Johnny, you're right. What a beast.
Right up the middle, dude. He's just a tank. I'm telling you, I like that three-point stance in the backfield. I think it's a unique setup. I like it.
It's a unique setup, but you know what that also doesn't cause? Fucking mistakes in the backfield. You know how many young running backs get 5-yard penalties because they're stumbling because they're so excited to get the goddamn ball? They're falling forward. This prevents it. I think
it does. I agree.
It's a great idea. I'm not gonna lie.
Shot that hole.
If you don't know this, if you don't know what this play is, this is an RPO. He's supposed to read this end.
And honestly, I think he fucked up.
And he fucked it up. Because
He
that
fucked
guy's
it up
going right
big
here.
time.
But this is what happens when you have an athletic young running back.
He still makes it.
He's gonna make it happen. He's gonna cut up the hole that wasn't even there and find it.
Him in the backfield here again.
It's an I formation on they
just ran a stretch play. That's all that was, is a stretch. And look at the speed to close this gap and so
stay in bounds. The Timmy K blocked the damn rep over.
He just stay in bounds right there and get that touchdown.
Far hash line, he doesn't even take it up. And he fucking dives.
Dude.
Look at the dive, young man.
He's fighting for that touchdown, man.
Look at that. I mean, this formation. Oh my God! Look at the pancake, number 7-4.
This is football, baby. This is what you love to see.
Get the fuck out of here! Look at him. He turned him around.
He's in the back of the end zone.
Woo!
That's football right there.
Jesus. Red zone percentage. Look at that. Just handed it off. 1, 2, 3, 5 yards after being hit.
Break all 11 tackles, why don't you, young man?
Jesus.
21 right here. Keep your eye on him. Ooh, little stiff arm breaks it outside.
You know, we gotta give credit to number 7-4.
7-4 was a dog for him. You already know that was his favorite line.
That's his boy.
He was following him every play if he could.
average yards per carry. Cole, do you know what his average yard per carry is? Because based off what I'm seeing, it looks about 5.
Well, these are obviously his highlights, but I bet you he was averaging probably 4 yards a carry, if not more. Look at this. Look at the fucking effort, dude. You just fight.
You just
keep
dig
fighting.
those fucking legs into the ground and you just keep it going.
The legs don't
baby.
stop moving. Legs don't stop turning. You keep going.
Averaging a touchdown per carry in his highlights, absolutely. But there's a lot more game to play than
Of
this.
course, yeah. He's gonna be. This is a highlight reel, so most of these are gonna be touchdowns. But the kid's a dog, and I'm really grateful that he's a UNR commit. So hopefully he does keep balling out. I'll root for him, and man, I wish nothing but success. Just keep putting in that effort.
Absolutely.
Like I say every time with these younger kids, man, just surround yourself with like-minded people. Do not get yourself wrapped up in the wrong crowd. It's not what you want to happen. You don't need to be friends with somebody that doesn't have the same interests. I've been there, done that. It's not pretty.
This fucking this 3-point stance in the backfield is
It's
wild.
kinda nice,
It's
dude.
a
I
wild
like it.
pick. You know it's happening though, because you see
It's
his
forcing
lineman.
him to take his first step forward. He's
I like that.
explosive off that.
But you know what else though? He's hiding behind his lineman. They have no idea how to look in the backfield.
That, yeah, it's making these I'm sure they do a lot of trick handoffs and stuff. Obviously, every handoff on this film is going to be all to him.
Right to him.
But yes, that's going to lead to him getting a fake handoff, quarterback rolling out because they can't see very well.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. And everybody, I want to say thanks again. We didn't drop below 10 viewers the entire time. This is our longest. We went a little long. I apologize. We were not supposed to be, but fucking 5 people on him, and he carried him 12 yards.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys though for staying tuned for as long as this episode's been.
It's been a great time.
Just make sure you check out the YouTube channel after if there's any segments you missed or anything you want to catch up on. We'll have it all on
Absolutely,
there.
we're gonna clip it up as well. So if you guys want to watch the shorter clips, you absolutely can. Johnny, I appreciate you for being in here. Marcus, if you're still in here. Matt, if you're still in here. Everybody that's in here.
Everybody,
I
we
appreciate you. Just thank you for coming on by. We had 4 new followers tonight.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. I mean, we're one stream away from being an affiliate. Even if we don't get another follower in the next 20 weeks, we're affiliate away. So you'll be able to subscribe. You'll be able to donate. You'll be able to take care of us. If you like taking care of us, we'd appreciate it. But yeah, no, I mean, this is our Young Man of the Week.
Young Man of the Week, we'll reiterate it one more time. Dominic Kelly. Dog. He's a dog out of Concord, California. Number 21.
Number
6 foot,
21.
190 pounds. And he is our Youth Athlete of the Week. We're probably going to end up cutting his highlights just a little bit short just because you can already tell he's a dog.
Absolute dog. But if you're ever watching a UNR game, just know that we showed him.
Yeah, keep an eye out for this guy. Keep an eye out, especially in the local area if you're from Reno.
Keep playing him while we're talking. But yeah, if you're from the Reno area, if you're anywhere that actually plays against UNR, you're going to see this young man. He's been playing already. He's actually averaging 11 plays per game, but you know, he's not.
He's young. It was his freshman year this year.
Freshman year this year. We're going to see a lot more of him. But just keep an eye out for him. I think he's got the potential. I mean, if his pocket presence is good, his patience is good. He really can read a hole really well, and his ball protection is great. And that's something you really need to have as a running back, which is genuinely phenomenal. So
we'll give this will be his last highlight right here.
See if he takes it all away. Bam, bam, get the fuck up off me.
Oh, so close to breaking it. Oh, you can tell
he
he's
was
pissed.
upset.
He's fighting for every yard he can.
An NFL logo, we can't say no.
Okay, yeah, we gotta watch this one just because he's on the NFL field. I wonder where they're playing.
The explosion! Holy shit! He had 5 people taking him. It reminds me of me.
Alrighty, folks.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate you. But yeah, you know his name, Dominic Kelly. He only had a couple followers, and he's already at college level. But just give him a shout out. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Hop back onto the full screen real quick.
Hop back onto the full screen. Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Alright, but thank you guys for tuning in. This was episode 3 of Undrafted and Unqualified. Please leave a follow, leave some comments, show us some love, and we'll be back next Tuesday for episode 4. Let's go.
Absolutely. Bow, bow, bow. It's been thunderous. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. Bye.